Welcome back, everyone, to episode 64 of Unravel. Today we'll be playing with a larger group, like we said last week, although we will be missing Azira because she has somebody visiting, and that was more important than this, which is true. However, we are going to pick up where we left off. So, after the party finished their ventures in the Wildlands, you guys decided to travel back towards Rainfield to pick up some of your quest rewards. On the way, however, you encountered a large orcish warband of numbering anywhere between 500 to 1,000 members who were traveling westward. Or eastward, actually, which is traveling towards Genova. Being relatively well-versed in Genova's geographical situation, you know that there's two ways to cross into Genova. Either through the now abandoned town of Lavender Hill, thanks to yours truly, or through Dathrun, a much more heavily fortified northern stronghold that guards the bridge between the Wildlands and Genova. You all decided to keep pace with this warband to see if they were definitely traveling towards Lavender Hill, and eventually you managed to get far enough ahead that there would be 6 hours until their arrival. Upon entering Lavender Hill, you spotted that there were already some Orcish scouts guarding the bridges that are required to be there for the Orc warband to cross, and you decided to engage them head-on. Surprisingly, they had resurrected one of the ogres you had slain many months ago, and whilst the leader of the group that was guarding the main bridge started to run away due to a lack of health, and to try and join up with some of his orcish brethren, you put in the chase, which landed us in the exact situation that we are currently in, still in the middle of combat. Most of you mounted, but those who are unmounted still 185 feet away so far that we can't show them on the battle map. Even though we do have the full battle map out here.
They're here.
Which means, because at this point, I would like for all of you to roll for initiative. Even though Bree is still with the Watchers, you do also roll for initiative. Oh, fun little thing to do in the meantime. Because you guys had an extended stay somewhere, two of you are still getting a little thingy. This one is for you.
Nope.
Oh!
And this one is for you.
Nah, I forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with that.
Oh, right.
I don't know what to do. Oh, right, yeah.
You suffer from that now.
This is pretty funny.
Yeah? Okay.
Do we have to save? That's the only thing I'm asking. You're not
Find
asking.
out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell
We'll
you.
discuss it,
Yeah.
but not with the rest.
So, 25 to 20.
Natural 20 for Fink for 23.
And yesterday, or the day before, you were like, oh, I hate being first in combat. So, Fink, 20-something.
3.
23. Alright. 22, 15. Okay, 1 second.
Can I get those dice again?
20 to 15. No one?
No.
Alright.
I forgot.
Nope. Just Fink at the top, right?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Finger's gonna save the day.
Okay. 15 to 10.
11.
11.
10 for Brie.
10 for George.
Oh, 2 11s, 2 10s. Okay, let's see. 11. Then 10 for the both of you, which means... By the way, you're also rolling for 0.
I already have.
Oh, okay. Then Bree. Then George. You guys were all 10. What you guys is dexterity modifiers? +2 and +0, right?
Yes.
Quick. Oh, okay. Your dex score, not your modifier, but your score is 11, right? Not 10. Okay.
modifier is 11.
The modifiers are okay, but that was important. Okay, then let's see, 10 to 5.
7 for Bess.
7 for Bess.
Fink is just like, nah, I'll handle this shit.
Yeah, I hope so. For you guys' sake. What did Zira get? Way low?
7.
Oh, also 7, but still puts her below Bess. And you over to the other side of the tree. Okay, now moving back to the. There we go. Alright, in that case, let's hop right into it. There we go. That's where you guys are. So, just to give a quick rundown of where we currently are. It is a bit blurry, I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ,
Zira and Bess are like 185 feet away from this guy. So that's 185 feet. Yeah, Angie, you're concentrating on Mel's minute meteors. Utsil's raging. Bess is concentrating on Dragon's Breath. And George, you're on Shield of Faith as well as Spirit Guardians at 4th level. Alright. Top of the round. Pick up some music, make it a little bit more.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure Jesus had nothing to do with that.
No, stop it. Don't blow me. It's me.
One sec, I'm checking if the music is actually picking up.
It's a soul.
Pretty close.
No.
I think so. There is music, it's just slowly building up. It'll be there eventually.
I don't know why. Tiring.
Alright, top of the round, Fink. Fink is all the way over there.
He's gonna move and dash.
You can move him. I'm too far. I don't have. I'm not Mr. Fantastic. I can't do that.
You can't?
No.
I
Oh, that
expected
would be
better.
awesome though.
Why
Just fucking.
It is there. That's Fink's turn.
That's with a dash.
Yeah.
You can move 40 feet,
Yeah,
right?
that's 80 feet.
Oh, oof. Okay.
And
Yeah, that's
he's
gonna take a while.
160 something feet away. He made half the distance there.
I'm in it, God.
Okay. In that case, well, Fink wasn't 185. Fink was close.
Share it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It was 160.
Right. Then the first
That's fine.
enemy. The first enemy, which is the orc that used to be on the boar, and is now heavily hurt still from you guys attacking, and just got hit with some of the. We ended with some of Mel's meteors, so that just exploded right next to him as he then turned around. He. Then. No.
Oh.
Yeah. He's going to. No, he can't do that because then he'll die. He's going to throw.
It's gonna die anyway. But I'll take one.
He's going to throw 3 javelins.
Gonna throw it back.
All at Warhorse.
No warhorse.
Damn it. The Mel's meteor. My new meteor.
3 attacks. 3 javelins, all directed at Warhorse.
What did warhorse ever
Be there.
Let's see. First is a that's a 26, then a 24, and a 20.
Yeah, I guess that is.
Okay.
Natural?
2. No. Dirty 20, luckily. Let's see.
Dirty.
There. Yeah. Alright. Warhorse suffers.
Well, every time. He has to carry George.
Are you calling George fat now?
Yeah.
29 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As 3 javelins very quickly back to back just sink into the horse,
a
piercing
warhorse.
through the skill armor.
It was a total of?
Total of 29
Okay.
points of piercing damage.
Living.
Then he will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 feet over there. Alright, after that, not horses, all the other orcs. Yeah.
Only 7.
This one is gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will. Yeah, 35 eventually.
Wisdom.
5, 10. 5, 10, 15. Yep, no, he's not. He will make an attack against you, Angie. Anyway, there you go.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's really bad, however, for a. Is 8 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. You will then move there.
Yeah.
Make an attack of opportunity if you want to.
It's a 50.
A 15 would hit, however,
Oh.
and he will use a parry, which he adds 2 to his AC. And let's see,
Does he do?
is the attacker. As he blocks your attack, I need you to make a strength saving throw. He's going to try and knock you prone, and in this case also off of the horse. Strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
That's it. You attack him, he blocks, tries to knock you over, but then manages to retreat. This one is going to move up 5, 10, 30, 35. Won't get over there. We'll get within the range of the Spirit Guardians. Wisdom saving throw is pretty low for a total of, yeah, just a straight 11. Which is a failure. So go ahead and roll for the damage. This, by the way, 1 second. Before, I'll just move all of them. Some of them will enter your radius, some won't, maybe. So we'll see. This one is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just up to you, which will also enter into the radius. This one will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Can only get over there. These ones are wielding bows, which means this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 30, 35 over there. This one's going to move over here to get a better shot. So, one failed. This one, with an 8, also fails. And that one, with the 15, fails.
Any modifiers to that? Or?
That's it.
Then it fails.
Okay, and all of them fail.
Well, 20 points.
20 points. Okay. That hurts all of them quite a lot. That one. And that one. Okay. Yeah, they're not bloodied, but that hurt a lot. Shouldn't take too many more of those. However, they will all make each one attack. The 2 that are near Warhorse will make an attack against Warhorse. One for because it's a chariot with hammers flying around it, charging at them, being held by this horse, this armored, buff-ass horse. First one is a 17 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Second
You armored?
is a 21 to hit.
He's armored.
Not that one.
Not that armored.
Both hit.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. The great axes. First, that's a lot. That's a lot. 26 points of damage. Warhorse still has hit points. Okay, so that was the first attack. I almost rolled max on the damage dice. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I gotta roll the lowest.
Okay, the other one. It's lower. Oh wait, that's a 9 out of 6. Still lower. Yeah. Okay.
No!
I need both of you to make dexterity saving dexterity saving throws with DC of 10. You'll stay within the cart if that in that location, but you'll not be knocked prone.
Well, I will definitely not.
Does the horse need to make dex save?
Dex saves.
Sorry.
Death.
Death saves.
This black ring signifies that it's dying, so we don't have to put it down. Yeah, horse will make dex save. Unless it's just attack more. And then the last one that got...
I think it's ethical to put down the horse if it's dying.
The last one that got within range of you will try to just hit you. No, George. With the 22, exactly.
That's nice.
Okay. In that case, you suffer 24 points of slashing damage. And the ones with the bows, both will be making a shot at Utsul.
Alright.
For a... one's really low, that is a 13 to hit.
Misses?
The other one is higher with the 21.
Sorry.
I have 9.
You get shot with a longbow for a total of
Perfect. Yeah. Which means
15 points of piercing damage.
I'm gonna use my.
Well, 15 points of damage halved to
Sorry.
7.
I'm gonna use deflect missiles.
Right, so if you reduce that to 0, you catch it.
Yes.
That is your reaction, however.
That is.
You add your dex as well, right? To that roll?
I think so, yeah.
You have to reduce 7 to 0. Isn't it your dex? Just your dex modifier?
Dex and monk level.
Oh, and monk level. Okay, then yeah, 8, reduce it, you catch that one, you don't suffer any damage.
It's
You
just
can-
one key point to throw it back, right?
Yes, it's a part of the same reaction you can throw back.
I'll throw it back.
I'll say the one that shot that one at you is this one.
I'll yeet it back at him.
Okay. Then what happens? Did you make an attack roll?
It's a good question. I've never used it before.
We'll find out right here, right now.
I've only read about it, but even I didn't use it.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
always forget I have this ability.
Mhm. This is really nice, especially when you have archers.
You can't hit a lot of wolves, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Range attack. Make this attack? Yeah, I have to make an attack with proficiency regardless of your weapon proficiency.
Yeah. Right.
It's in range.
So it is a ranged attack. It's throw, however, right?
Yeah.
Considering it's supposed to be a monk, I'm pretty sure you're supposed
It's
to.
a monk. It's a monk.
Oh yeah.
So you make it with
And you can use your
dexterity and
no, you can
proficiency.
just use your strength or dex for monk weapons, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
So okay, in that case, you're
but-
allowed to use your strength as well.
Is it within 20 feet?
20. No. 10,
So I have
20,
to make it with disadvantage.
30, 40, 45 feet.
With disadvantage.
Okay.
Proficiency and strength. So that's
Yeah.
plus 9. That is 16 to hit.
16 does hit, can't parry ranged attacks, so that just goes through. Go ahead and roll a whatever damage it's supposed to deal.
I don't. I think it deals the damage that it's supposed to deal. I don't. Doesn't say. I think it's the damage that it's supposed to do to me.
Right, so the 15 damage in that case.
No. I have to roll that. I think. Right?
What does it say?
Doesn't say anything.
It doesn't really.
Well, for the damage that he's supposed to take.
Make this attack with proficiency regardless of the weapon proficiencies and has a normal range. It doesn't say which damage it deals. I think I have to roll the dice. That the
Roll the dice. It would make sense because
Make
you're
it sense.
making a new attack with
Yeah.
your ability.
I think it's just the
Yeah.
damage that he's supposed that they're supposed
yeah.
to roll.
Well, the thing is, as an orc, they have a brute thing because they can put more power behind it. You don't have that.
No.
So it's a longbow, which is a D8. Their weapon is still a bit more attack because they can attack with more power, but because you don't have that, when you deflect it, it's just as if you attack with a longbow.
Here. 7. So that's 7 plus. Yeah, plus 7. So that's 14 damage.
Rage bonus only applies to melee weapons.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
true.
sure.
So 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Okay, let's see. Bone shield. That hurts. 12 points. Okay. Yeah, I got it. So you catch it, throw it back. He catches it in the shoulder. Not great for them. Then it is your turn.
Alright.
You guys are surrounded by orcs. Warhorse is down. Both of you succeeded on the... Sorry, the dexterity savings there. Both of you succeed or failed?
I had a 16 plus 2.
You succeeded then, but George failed. In which case, George is down. Did you roll for your Constitution saves for your spell? You take 24 points of slashing damage. Okay, keep also with the DC 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's it. Then
Alright, I'm gonna jump out and attack the guy that is running from.
Because Angie's kind of blocking that space, you would either have to run around, or I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Can I
DC
jump
10.
over the
Yeah, DC 10 acrobatics, or you may fall prone.
Let's go. See if this works. 16.
16, yeah. You effortlessly jump over, run up to that guy. You just like stabbed into, or just hit Warhorse with an axe.
Get the fuck off of our horse! Normal attacks. That's 21 and that's 20 to hit.
That both hits.
Been a while. For 19 points of damage, and then I'll do
Okay, one sec. Right. 1 sec. 19 points of damage. Okay, yeah.
And I'll do one bonus
Go for it.
action attack, which is a 23.
That also hits.
For
1.
yeah, for 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay, that hurts. Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, that one's looking bloodied at this point. Far beyond it, even.
I'll keep it at that.
Okay. After Utsul, Angie.
Okay. If I would fire a meteor there,
Is it a 10-foot radius?
5.
Then you would catch this 10 feet square with
Okay.
in between them, so you wouldn't hit anybody.
Okay, that was my question.
That actually counts for them as well, which we're gonna ask.
Yeah. Back.
Where do you want to go? Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will I will shoot a fireball.
Ball?
Meteor.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, catching just him. Okay.
Yes, and.
You can only choose once. You can
Oh,
only
yeah,
choose
no,
one
that's true.
spot, but you can then choose to fire 2. Not at 2
No,
locations.
that's true. Because how bad did he look?
That one on death's
No,
door.
no, yeah.
That one has been hit with a decent hit from the hammers, but isn't dying yet or even bloodied. But
I have
pretty
2
hurt.
on him.
Dexterity saving throw on his end. Natural 1.
Then.
You can dodge that shit, or parry it for that matter.
Do you have
It's kind of feels like
D6? Only 2?
limping.
This is
Limping.
Limping.
What's limping?
The guy.
This one.
Just limping away.
Yeah.
2 points of damage.
Whoa! You did fail though, so there you go.
Yeah.
Roll 2 ones. That's pretty rough. Points of damage. That didn't change much from its state of being. Anything else?
Can
That's
I
your
have
bonus
the yeah, because I want to check something with the 20-foot sphere. Thank you. Because
How much of Warhorse can you hit?
Let's see. If you do this,
Yes.
see, targeting this point.
And then
See,
I'll-
this one is in 20 feet, and that one's within 20
And
feet.
if I put it
That
there.
was-
Here?
Yeah.
Let's see, it's 5 feet up from here, so that would only catch this one. So that's there. Only catch that one. If you do it like this, you can catch all of them.
Yeah, but I'll also.
Oh.
Because the problem is warhorse. I'm not allowed.
And your other allies.
Yeah, but I have the
Oh, right.
careful spell, but it only it succeeds.
Yeah, we
But
still
they
suffer
take
damage.
half damage, and I don't want warhorse to die.
True.
I'll cast it there, so that.
So you catch those two
Yeah.
guys, the ones with the bows. Go for it. It's dexterity saving throws on their ends. This one, fails with actually they have a decent dex modifier. It's the ranged fighters. That still fails though with a 11.
Yep.
That one, 19.
Oh,
Exactly.
8 please. Seven.
More.
Yes.
Bree, start thinking
One.
about where you're gonna do. You know where you're
I
gonna
know
spawn in.
Yeah, but how many feet away am I?
You can count. You can take your time to count.
We don't know. It's...
From somewhere here, it's 185.
Okay.
It's from somewhere there, but because that guy's not standing in that position anymore, I don't know exactly.
I'm gonna turn into something faster.
28
Fix it after your turn.
points of damage.
28. Okay. To that one.
Yes.
So the one with the arrow. 28. Ow. Yeah, that hurts. They're barely not bloodied. That one. The other one, however, who has been hit before with the arrow that was sent back at it,
Oh, yeah?
suffers half of 28, so that's 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
Which hurts, but doesn't make it bloody yet.
Okay.
So as that large thing explodes, one of them just catches the brunt of it because he was like ready with a reload. The other one saw it happen, tried to step back and caught most of it on the front of his face.
Yeah, no, that's all I can do.
Okay, very well. After that, a swirling silvery mist appears next to Zira, within 5 feet of Zira. Where do you want to appear, Bree?
5 feet in front of her.
5 feet in front of her. Okay.
Yeah.
Can somebody put her there?
Yeah, no, that's
Front of
a
zero.
choice.
Yep.
As at least the ones there can now see. You see Bree, but like more ghost-like, a little bit like more like a projection than a full.
Mhm.
But that's where you are. Everything else counts as normal.
Mhm.
What do you want to do?
Well, I see in the distance that there's combat going on.
Yes.
How
You kind of run into Zero. Like
Yeah.
Zero almost walks up
Yeah.
against you.
how high is it in here?
Hi, you're outside.
I'm outside.
Yes, you guys are back. This is in Lavender Hill. You guys have fought here before. You instantly recognize it.
Yeah. Bring out the Yeti.
I have
Turn
a
into
monkey.
monkey.
I actually have a regular 8 now.
Ooh. Also nice.
No.
I had it last time as well.
Big ass anymore?
No. Yes.
Damn. Still kind of chunky.
That's your action.
That's my action. I want to use my movement up to 40 feet because that's how much I can walk. 40, yeah.
There you go, 40 feet. Just suddenly massive ape. For those who are more in front, you suddenly kind of like look back, you see a massive ape just fucking running at you guys.
Charging at you. Yep.
That's it?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, after that, George.
Does the ape a bonus action dash? What?
I can bonus
stand
action
up?
dash.
No, I know.
Okay, just have to move to get up.
If I could, I would.
Wait. The 22 missed.
Huh?
You had an attack me. And
Yeah.
I said it hit, the 22 misses.
Shield of Fate.
You suffered 20. Oh, right. You suffered 24 points of slashing damage, so you can add those back then.
Mm.
Fine. Luckily, you remember what it was. Luckily, you didn't lose your spells either, so.
Yeah, that doesn't matter too much.
By the way, I'm not concentrating.
It's your spell ends.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you fire both of the last?
Yeah.
Isn't it 2d6 per meteor?
is 2d6 per meter.
So if you shot number 5 and 6, it would have been twice as much.
You could have had 4
No,
points
well,
of damage.
you'll just have an additional. You'll have another one left.
4 points of damage.
Probably.
On the floor or flying up?
Just fly up. Stay
Okay.
up there.
Go bomb.
Right, gets right next to him. Go ahead and make an attack.
23 to hit.
Hits. That one is the one that looks the worst.
It takes 9 points of poison.
It's looking really bad.
Okay. Then I'll attack it again. But with my
Regular hammer.
16 to hit.
16 would hit, but it uses its reaction to parry.
Right. Now it does.
Tries and which makes the attack miss. He then tries to, with the butt of his weapon, tries to knock you over. So I need to make a DC something strength saving throw.
You
telling
almost
you.
said it.
Yeah, I almost said it, but I didn't.
You shouldn't.
14.
That's just enough. You stay upright. He was ready to immediately go in for a swing after that, but that succeeds. Anything else? Is your action, bonus action? You got.
That's it.
Okay. After George, it is the large boar's turn.
Also,
boar.
turns into a large boar.
Let's see. It's gonna go 5,
Boar action.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Trying to
40.
squeeze it.
Let's see. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't have a ranged attack. So this one
Do I speak
will
boar?
dash and move, and move there. If anything, you speak bear. Will move there and gets ready for a charge,
Oh no.
seemingly. But that's with a dash. That's its turn. After that, by the way, for those seeing that creature, that's not a regular boar. Like, there's way too many like spines and shit sticking out from it. The eyes are glowing yellow in a way that's not natural.
It is a homebrew boar.
Yes, I guess. But it gives more fiendish vibes than it does from a regular boar.
Oh, okay.
That looks like a normal boar.
I mean, to George, it may
Mini
also be a
boars.
person disguised as a boar. Who knows?
Seems
Bess, you are all the way over there.
Yeah. Climb on my back. I'll carry you there.
That's my turn.
exciting stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
After Bess,
speed.
Zira.
Now,
Just
What's
go
the
on
magic
other
happen?
side.
You guys are almost into frame.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Hey!
That's a daring move, I must
Yeah.
say.
Monkey and the kobolds are coming in.
Yeah, top of the round.
It
Think
felt like
again.
chess. Just like
moving my
To
pawn.
E4.
yeah.
30.
Pawn to E4.
40.
Can he do anything right now?
Pawn.
Or wait, that's it, also dashing, right?
Pawn.
Or no?
Your mom.
No.
King.
Okay.
E2.
But he is gonna have to dash.
That's actually no. Yeah.
He's gonna do Jake here. He's gonna do 10,
We're going
20.
to Castle Zero next.
Where do you want him to go? You can reach that? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I can go even further if you want to.
Where do you want? Is that where you want him to go?
Yeah, that's where
I
I'm
don't know why I
going.
was
Nah.
so funny.
I'm gonna move 5 feet
I mean,
away.
Tower would be
Okay.
Zero. Would be
That's Fink's turn.
That's Sphinx act. He still has a bonus action left.
Yeah, you can't do Dickley's bonus action.
Yes, you can.
No?
You have Dragon's Breath
You
on.
need to not
Oh! Then I can hit. No, I just can't hit that guy.
No, you moved the wrong way to do
Yeah.
that. If you did this, you could have.
Oh,
But I still had like 5
yeah,
feet
you
of
could've.
movement.
Yeah.
So I
Like a
can.
queen.
So instead of moving sideways, you can move.
Deck save.
Does that hit him?
Should.
I don't
Fire
think.
spread
Try
from
with
corner
the
to side.
with the little thingies. Pretty sure it's not. It's just barely on top. Oh well, like this.
Oh yeah, well.
I mean, this one would come right from the front, so that wouldn't miss. But yeah, the side one hits. So that's a deck save on its end. That is not bad actually.
2000.
16.
Pale.
Oh, okay. So your DC is 17?
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm telling you.
If you're not sure.
Yeah.
Would you like to know
It
DM?
takes 7 points of acid damage.
7 points. This one, who was previously still fine,
Touchy boy.
suffers a bit of acid damage, but seems to be able to take that just fine.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay. In that case, it is the turn of the other orcs. First, this big fucker.
Yeah, lime green is the color of evil, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know why, but it's still, it looks good on it.
Let's see. 20, 15. He's gonna move there and throw two javelins at you, George. Or 3 javelins at you, George.
3?
Yeah.
Why so many?
Because the warhorse is in there too.
Oh, right.
One's a natural one, so that one misses.
for it.
Another one misses with a
Warhorse
17.
dies
Another
first.
one hits, I think, with a 25.
52.
Does it?
Okay.
It,
One hits, which means you suffer. You suffer 11 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a DC 15 Constitution save.
Yes. I succeed. Just.
That's his turn. Then, all the other little orcs. This one is going to move past Fink, because he is just a thing. He's actually going to hop in on Utzel's spot.
All of those would need to make.
Yes. Those are the only ones that are going in, so we'll now roll for all of those. That one, 19, the one that just moved in. That one fails with an 8. This one, 15, fails, right? This one, 15 again, fails.
So the one that failed take 20 points, and the one that succeed takes 10.
Okay, the ones that fail take 20. Most of those look now bloodied.
Also
This one's even dead. This one dies because of that. Let's see. That one doesn't. That one succeeded, so that one suffers 10. Yeah, the one that moved just next to you is the one that looks most fine. Then that one suffers 20. Okay, yeah, most of those look bloody now. They will all attack. This one is going to move here, whilst the other one moves there, but we'll wait on Chloe to get back. First, the attack on you, George.
Yes.
Fails with a 10. Then the other ones, we can do those. This one is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 there. It's going to make one shot at you. No, it's going to shoot at... No, it will stay there and shoot at Angie. So,
No.
Angie, towards you.
Yes.
11 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, that's it. That's that one's attack. This one is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet there. And will also shoot at you because you just lit them up with a fireball. Which might actually hit for 15.
nope.
That's just your flat AC misses that?
DC 18. My AC is 18 because I have my dress is still activated
Yeah.
and I have shield. Oh no, not shield. Mage armor.
Okay, your dress is plus for what?
13 plus your dex. Plus
That would make it 18.
Dress is definitely an instant of +1, and when I use the action,
Which you have.
I get a +3 extra.
Alright, so you have 3, then 3 from mage armor, then 1 time your dex. What's your dex?
+1.
1. So that's...
So it's
No, it's
11
17.
+1, so that's 12.
Why 11?
no, 14 plus 1 from the dress, and then plus 3 from
The
the
dress,
activation.
if you do the action, it doesn't give you the +1 anymore. The +1 becomes the
Then
+3.
17.
Aha, then 17.
Okay, the +1 becomes the +3 when you do the action. It doesn't stack on top of it.
Doesn't become a
That I
+4.
didn't know. It doesn't say.
It is supposed to. That would be my
Yours
bad. That's the way it's
able to
intended.
give you +1.
Because those effects aren't supposed to stack because they come from the same
Yours.
source.
Even more. That's...
Which does cause you to suffer.
Wait, what did he roll?
shot with a longbow.
It was 19.
Oh, 19.
Rolled an 18. That's why I thought I missed it first. Because you have a 17 hits. You suffer
Oh wait, no.
15
I don't
points.
suffer.
Do you then cast shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, that's fine. Then it doesn't happen.
Sorry.
We made a mistake, by the way.
Wait.
Dragon's Breath is an action, not a bonus action.
okay.
It's an action to cast, right?
It's an action to
No,
use, it's a
sorry.
bonus action to cast.
Oh, okay. So for
So-
7 points.
You can subtract from, or retract.
7 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That one. That's actually the one that hopped into the cart with George. So.
I get a new quest at you.
Okay.
Right away.
We can do that right now. Oh, by the way, it has been George's turn.
Have I hit you?
First, we did the one attacking you already, right, George?
Yes.
Okay. Then the ones on Utsul with advantage. Yeah, then we evolve. First one, the one behind you, with a 19,
Hit.
and the one in front of you, with a 25.
No, it doesn't.
Sadly, you still suffer then. 23 points of slashing damage, halved to 11 on the first attack. The second is 19, halved to 9 points.
So 20 points of damage.
11 plus 9, 20, yes, total. That is their turns. After that, Utsul, it's yours, and Angie's on deck.
Yes.
It's kind of scary because I feel like that boar is gonna charge any second now.
No. No, it's just standing there, chilling, vibing.
Sure.
Straight up vibing. I'm gonna attack both of the orcs twice. 24 attacks using 1 key point.
Okay, which ones are getting the gauntlet attacks and which ones are getting the...
Well, 1 gauntlet attack each.
Okay,
and 1
so you
key
split
point
them
attack.
evenly.
Yeah.
First attack
I'll
against...
make them reckless as well. One now.
First attack against which one?
The back one.
The one with the without the spear.
No, the one at my back.
Oh, okay, the one with the spear.
That's 25.
That hits.
Nine points of damage.
9 points of damage to that one. Spear. How much? Sorry, 9.
9.
9 points of damage.
The other is 19 to hit.
Also hits.
That's on the one in front of me.
Yeah.
For nice. For 13 points of damage.
13. Okay. That one's really hurt.
Then flurry of blows on the one in front. That's 26 to hit.
26 hits.
For 8 points of damage.
With in front, you mean that one, right? Or do you do that one again?
That one.
Okay, so damage.
8.
8 points, still alive, but looking really bad.
And then the one behind me.
One
is-
spear, go for it.
That's 16.
That one will use its reaction to parry, which means I need you to make a strength saving throw. The attack misses, and I need you to make a strength saving.
Just roll something. To know if you have the points.
That is 22.
You succeed. Don't get knocked prone. Doesn't get to make an attack against you, but you do miss.
I'll try to push the one in front of me. I'll turn off its reaction,
Okay.
and then I will run behind the one with the spear.
So you like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my turn.
You want to go there?
Hmm?
You want to go there?
You want to stay in combat range with that guy?
Okay. In that case, after Utsul, Angie.
Yes. Well, you give the 20 there.
Ooh,
So that's
4.
the one. Let's see. Then you grab this.
I believe that
You do
4.
you do not have this one.
Not.
This one is right outside. This one
And
here.
if I move it one.
That way?
No, the other one.
That way? Then you miss that one. Either that one or that one.
Choice is dairy. Which one do you really want to get?
This one, by the way, is looking really fucking bad. Like the hammers are fucking it up right now.
Yeah. No. I'll cast it. That's why I have those. I'll cast it 4th level, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay. This one, on its dexterity saving throw, fails with a 13.
Yeah.
That one fails with a 12. And that one fails with a 14.
Yes.
All of them fail.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Roll too much.
Pretty. 34 points.
Okay. 34. And all of them failed, so that's easy. Alright, these two are both really bad, but not dead. In a similar stats to that guy, they're really fucking bad. The boar...
Oh, it's a fiendish look.
Boar doesn't deal as much as you'd hoped. So 34 half to 50, 17 points of damage. Alright, it's looking bad though.
Do I have a
It's almost
clear
bloody
line
because of
of
that still.
sight for that one?
Clear line of sight? No. Because there's a cart that is still raised, even though the horse is down, and there's a dude standing on top of that, in between you guys. That, and I'm adding in the hammers, you don't have clear line of sight. But if you can let them explode into the air, then I'll allow you to do it. Just grab him.
No, it's fireball.
Ball.
Firebolt.
Bolt, no. For firebolt, you do not have a clear shot.
You still have the one meteor,
Right
right?
now.
I do have that.
Oh, yeah.
You can also move first.
I can have.
Which one do you want to get line of sight? This one?
Yes.
Then you would have to move like here.
The other guy.
Let me see.
Yeah, the lime green
It's going. Okay.
Discount to work.
will.
The discounter.
Can I move back
God.
again? Sorry.
Right. You won't
It's
move
like
back.
the
You
first time.
Yeah.
wouldn't have moved.
Let me see. That one. Also, shit.
This one is looking the most fine. I need you to choose.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Card.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
The most fun. Look at that.
Doesn't matter.
14.
14 misses. Just misses.
But I need him to make a charisma save.
Him?
Yep.
What's the range of your horn?
60. Oh, yes. Then it's the same guy again.
Where's that?
Got it.
20. Yeah. Okay, Christmas save. Really bad. Really bad. Really bad. Really bad. That is a 6.
Eight points of
8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, still not looking bloody, that one. Alright, after that, Bree, it's your turn, and George,
Yeah.
start thinking about what you want to do.
You know what I was thinking?
What are you thinking?
I don't have rolled for my new hit points on level 10.
We'll do that when you revert back out of Monkey.
Okay.
But keep that in mind.
Yes, okay. As monkey, I would like to dash. So,
Okay, can
move
somebody...
80 feet.
You have a range attack, right?
Yeah, I have when I can grab rocks, but I want to get close.
Just rip the houses apart.
There you go, dashed.
Next turn I can do something.
After Bree, George. Started George's round. Okay. What do you do?
It is 50 or 100
Curious.
feet. So
Spirit weapon is gonna try and attack the one next to.
Okay, so
Well,
you just have to
hit you
shift
one
like
thing first.
there.
no one attack.
Roll again.
21.
Hits.
12 point.
12 points of force damage. Okay. That's rough. That hurts him. Just barely not bloodied though. Misses. Hey, anything else, George? The hammer swings, kind of like hits it in the head. You go for a swing towards that, but because the head kind of like gets pushed back, you just barely miss. But after that, it is the boar's turn. The boar,
Oh, right.
the boar will begin to move. Let's see. It can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. With 25 feet there, it can still make a charge attack against you, so.
That's bullshit.
Yes, okay.
Well, sadly, it's still doing it.
Count.
This is the
Uh,
Yeah.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Did you roll with a pen?
No, that was one die. Oh,
Oh,
maybe natural 20. No.
I mean,
It rolled a 4 the second time, so.
what did you start? That would have reminded you.
Alright. You suffer.
Sorry.
16 points of slashing damage. 16 points of slashing damage, halves to 8. And I do need to make a strength save. But, one sec, before you make a strength save, you also suffer, because of its gore attack, or its tusk attack, 5 points of poison damage. Half to 2. Suddenly smart. Alright, so I need to make a strength save.
So 10 points of damage. Sorry.
Yes.
I got distracted by one. The obvious.
Yeah, 16 points, half to 8, and then 5 half to 2. So yeah, 10. Actually,
Strength save. That is 25.
you do succeed on that. However, it will then, as a part of its multi-attack, make a hoof attack against you. At advantage, because you went reckless, for a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. There, you only suffer
Let's see if I can write.
10 points of bludgeoning damage,
That's a
half to 5. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get on top of it.
After that,
Oh.
yeah, that was the boar's turn. Alright. After that, Bess.
It really
5
looks good
points
on
of
you,
damage.
those glasses.
20, 30,
And
and
it's
then
on 0.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90. Okay.
Why is it so circular?
And I had an Eldritch Blast on the guy in the cart and the boar.
Go for it. First the card.
Yeah.
Come on, man, go get him.
That's a 24.
For hits.
And the other one
On the board.
15.
15 hits.
Yeah, I know.
Rates a board.
So first on the dude.
4.
Here you
9.
9. Okay. That brings him into the bloodied. Okay, and the boar?
10 for the boar.
The boar. Okay. Boar is also definitely bloodied at this point. Right? Anything else, Bess?
Nope.
Okay, so you run up, finally getting within range, you fire 2 Eldritch Blasts, which are dead eyes. After Bess, Zira, and Fink is on deck.
You can also do them both.
Sure.
little. Oh my god.
I'm gonna do something very exciting.
You should never gotten these.
Didn't go wrong any of the other
So-
sessions that we had them.
That's it.
It's
Right.
because of
After
that,
Zira, top of the round, Fink.
Fink will move there. That would be all of his movement.
Yeah, he will go up and down, I'm assuming, then to avoid opportunity attacks.
And then he's gonna use his action to use a Dragon's Breath to hit those two guys.
Okay. First, the one in front, closer to Fink, fails with with modifiers. That's an 8.
Yeah.
The other one succeeds with a 22.
Okay, the one that fails will take
Whoa.
17.
That's sick damage.
17, and then that's halved for the other one for a total of 8.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
No,
not working.
9. Half to 9.
Half to 9.
Yeah.
I rolled
Okay.
2 6 and a 5.
This one dies. The other one's barely
One
still
hit
alive.
Wait,
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, if you had
Yeah.
rolled that one a little bit better, then maybe that one would have been dead as well.
that 1 point of damage?
Oh no, you couldn't have gotten that actually.
I was thinking I could have 1 point of damage.
Yeah, no. Sadly,
That's Fink's
that one's
turn.
just barely still alive. After Fink, it is the big guy who's for some reason still alive.
Yeah, still.
Javelins.
He heals himself.
Doesn't he run out of javelins?
Yeah, that's why I'm not. That's why you can't do it.
Uh,
Well, I mean, it's on his stat block still, but realistically, you wouldn't be able to carry like 25 javelins with him.
Just like.
So he
summon
will
javelins out
move
of the
5,
ether.
10, 15,
Like a
20,
bag
25, 30,
Bag of
35.
javelins.
Uses
Bag of
bonus
javelins.
action for aggressive to get all the way up to Fink.
Oh no, not Fink!
And it's going to
Well,
make
Fink's,
3 great axe attacks
six.
against Fink. First first against Fink is a 17.
Miss.
Second fails with an 11.
Yeah.
Third, that's cocked. Third is a 20.
It's
Okay. Fink suffers.
I'm gonna use my reaction to resist damage.
17 points of damage, halved to 8 in that case.
Wow.
You're the one who did it.
Yeah. Can't use a reaction to anything better.
After that, all the other orcs' turns. First, the 3 that are within saving throw range. This one, next to you, George, rolls a natural 1. This one, in front of Utsul,
double damage.
rolls a 16.
Jesus.
This one rolls a 5. And the boar is just out of range.
I wanted to ask.
This one's a 16. Does that succeed?
That succeeds.
Okay, so that one succeeds.
So that one takes 10 damage for the other one.
The other one's a 20. Okay. That one. The one next to you is still alive. The one in front of Warhorse. Yeah, 20 points does not survive, so that one dies. The one in front of Utsul. One is already dead. Oh yeah, no. That one is also dead. The other ones whose turns it are. Let's see. Yeah. The ones is going to continue trying to hammer into you, George. One attack, which misses for a 11. And the other one is going to shoot Fink with a bow and arrow,
No, not Fink.
which misses with an 11 as well. Yeah, those miss. That's it. There's no more of those guys left. Utsul.
I want to climb on top of the boar.
It's not a mountable creature. So
No, I want to try to climb on top of the
Is
boar.
it like a
you can try
strength
and grapple
competition?
it.
Yeah, grapple it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check in that case. It has advantage because it's larger than you,
I have advantage because I'm raging.
which basically makes it equal. And it's a giant boar. Ooh, rolled really high.
Yeah, you too.
But you might have a higher modifier. This one rolled a 23.
27.
Ah!
You grapple.
Nice.
You've grappled the boar, which reduces its movement to 0. However, if you mount it, you're gonna lose that effect.
That is true.
Like, because if you're sitting on it, there's no way you're holding it back from moving.
I'm just imagining that it charged into me, that I hold its horns.
Yeah.
Just like.
Yeah.
Just like doing the thing.
But you currently have it so that it can't move.
I can take it with me, right?
You can, yeah, you can. Well, your movement is halved if it's a creature that you're dragging that's your size. Because of your strength, I'll allow you to be able to drag this, but that's half of your movement. So 45 halved to
Probably not worth
20 something, half
10
to 10,
feet.
so you can drag it 10 feet somewhere.
it.
I mean, you could
That's
have
really
easily
something.
grappled it from there, so you can move 10 feet from that position if you want to.
I will move it into the hammer range.
That works. Yeah, you could.
Sorry.
Move it
You can
back
just
into-
shove it like that
Yeah.
direction, and then it's within the hammers.
That's actually.
That is, however, grappling is one of your attacks. So
Yeah.
you have another attack left.
Can I still attack it with the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Am I holding it with two hands or just one?
Like mostly you're holding it with two, but you can do a quick
Okay.
on it.
I will make. I'll make 2 attacks against the. No, 3 attacks against it using a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
First attack. It's a 13, so that misses.
13 hits.
It hits?
Yeah.
Calling me surprised. For 12 points of damage.
All right. It's looking really bad, but still alive.
Then I want to make 2 flurry of blows attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll them at the same time.
Those are non-magical, right?
That's 2 24s
Both hit.
for. That's 21 points
Wait,
of
one sec.
damage.
You gotta get. Is important point to note. You gotta give them to me separately. The damage at least.
Okay. That is 10 points of damage.
I half to 5, which does knock it to 0. With its relentless trait, however, comes back with 1. Then the second attack hits.
Which is 1 higher, so that's 11.
11 points of damage, also halved to 6 then,
Yeah.
but that knocks the 1 down. Otherwise, if we did all the damage at once, it would have come back with 1,
Oh,
which isn't
fair.
fair. That's why we had to do it separately. So, you knock it, it like kind of like pushes back, and you fucking like kick it again, and then it just stays down. This one, however, you're holding onto it, and then suddenly just completely turns to ash in front of you.
Sure,
Which is
really
not
ash.
something that normal boars do, but you've encountered fiends before. They do that.
It's overcooked. Yeah, I burned it.
Extra meat.
That was too extra, I'm sorry.
Anything else? You did use all of your movements. By
And
doing
all of
that.
my actions.
And all of your actions,
so
bonus actions.
that's it.
Alright, after that, Angie, it's your turn.
I'm not reckless though.
Oh, right.
Let's see. I shoot a mouse meteor there.
To do that, I will have to tell you to move like
Oh,
there. That's it.
yeah.
Just to have a very clean shot. But
Yeah.
yes. Dexterity save from that guy.
Mhm.
Not great. Probably not going to beat your 18. So go ahead and roll for damage. 16.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Very well. That one, because he didn't succeed, now he dies. He had 5 points this entire fucking battle.
And I
He
wanna
dealt
move,
like twice as much damage, 3 times, 4 times as much damage as that.
Let me see. I want to move within 60 feet, so that's
Let's see.
around here.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now you're definitely within 60, I'll say.
Yeah?
Yeah. 10, 20, 40, 50, 55.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. And I want to cast Mind Sliver.
Okay, so intelligence saving throw on that one's end. Rolled really high though. 17.
DC 18 still.
It's an intelligence save, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm wrong. 15 in that case.
And that's 7 points of damage.
7 points on that one. I had 1 hit point left. This one also dies.
Yes, that's.
Just kind of like grabs on its head. It's just suddenly just blood begins to pour down its face and out of its ears.
So there's just the one.
That one being pummeled with the hammers is barely noticed so far.
Yeah.
No, a monkey.
But after Angie, you. Yeah, okay, that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then Bree, it's your turn.
I'm
Yeah.
not concentrating anymore.
I move up to the card.
Yeah.
chariot, and I want to punch the last guy to death.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
Do you have 10 feet reach with your
Yeah.
arms? Okay,
Yeah.
otherwise you couldn't hit it, which would have been really funny.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would have been really funny.
Okay, so let's see. I make 2 attacks against it. Wow. Both are 18 to hit.
Both hit in that case.
Nice. Okay, so let's roll 6 or 2 times 3d10.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the first is not that great.
You have to roll
It's,
really low not to kill him.
this is 12,
Yeah.
and this is 17.
How do you want to do that?
Well, first I'd like to punch him, and the second I'd like to grab him with one hand and squeeze him to death.
Hey, so, for those who weren't paying attention too much from what's coming up behind you, suddenly the ground begins to shake quite a bit, and George, the guy you've been fighting with, just suddenly a monkey pushes through the... Actually, you have to designate people separately, right, when you cast the spell. So monkey would have had to make a wisdom save for the hammers.
I guess technically, yeah.
Technically, yeah, but a monkey
I
can
will.
survive, I think.
Ah, it's a 5.
Alright, so...
Maybe the spell dropped.
Hold up, no.
I have 175
No, it's worse.
points of
It's
damage,
worse.
so it's
It's worse.
Oh yeah.
The moment you enter,
Yeah.
and you're not designated within it, your movement is halved.
Oh, right.
So
I
you can't
couldn't have
reach the
attacked.
guy.
I couldn't have attacked.
No,
Oh my
because you had
Are
10
you gonna
feet left
ruin
here.
like that? Yes. No.
I'll
'cause
say-
that's funny.
I'll say make
no, it's not funny.
I'll say make a Constitution DC 15 for the monkey to see if you can push through the
For the
thing.
monkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is how it works.
That is a 22.
Okay, so monkey pushes through the pain, gets that little bit of extra,
Don't aw.
manages to suddenly grab
know
this
what you
orc.
think.
There's a
No.
massive ape out of nowhere, punches him, kind of like knocked out and dazed, lays down the cart before it grabs it, and the monkey just with this darkish blood begins to spurt everywhere, and there's this like lifeless corpse. Some bits and pieces fall off as most of the ribcage and torso are just completely crushed.
Yeah.
But that one dies as well.
By the way, I stay in monkey form.
Suddenly there's just a monkey.
We
Yep.
attack the monkey.
Okay.
Attack the monkey.
Fireball. Immolation.
You can do those a few times.
After that,
so,
it
yeah.
starts with George's turn.
Well, I definitely want
Warhorse
Dead.
comes back with 1 hit point after
Oh my
that.
god.
I
What a
rolled.
trooper.
I had rolled-
What a trooper.
I had rolled 2 10s, and on the last one now I roll a 20.
Ah, nice.
So as you can go to heal Warhorse, you see like shake a little bit. You think like, oh, maybe that's like rigor mortis. You're not sure, but then the eyes kind of like open up, and it's still like embedded with a bunch of javelins, but alive.
No, that horse is gonna be traumatized.
flowers.
He's been through worse.
So
He's fallen in the pit.
That is actually true.
Yeah.
that is true. You all take a breath as the sound of orcish yelling has seemingly vanished, or left at least. You guys are left in the abandoned town of Lavender Hill. Suddenly, there's a big spectral ghost monkey next to you. At which point, Zira and Bess, you guys have seen Bree appear for a second before then immediately turn into
Wait
it.
up!
Yeah. Who's this monkey? One of
You-
yours?
And then you also say,
It's
"Zira,
one of
it's
ours."
free."
It's Bree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much that.
Good voice.
Thank you.
She's going through puberty.
Yep.
But
Good voice.
what do you guys want to do after that? Some of you are hurt, some of you are not.
Yeah, can the monkey break the bridge? Bree, can you break the bridge?
Kan ik ze verstaan? Oh, can I understand them? Can the people on the stream
You have a
understand
7
them?
intelligence, which on average for player characters does allow you to understand languages.
Yeah, but it's not like...
But Monkey doesn't understand any languages, right?
Yeah.
So no, you don't understand them. Like,
What does polymorph say?
You just completely become the creature.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't have any language, you can't speak that.
Does Warlock have speaking of
Including
animals?
mental ability.
Uh, An invocation
I
does.
cannot help with that.
You can turn off the.
Disrespectful.
Didn't you have...
Fair. You can turn off the.
Didn't you have like a spell to destroy?
I know, but this would be convenient now.
No warlocks
For
don't
now,
have
I...
Yeah, it's only
That's fine.
War Druid and Oath of the Ancients.
yeah, an invocation of warlocks allows you to speak with beasts. But
Well,
from their words, you can't understand. But if you guys want to try and do some mimicry, eventually you may be able to figure it out. Like walking to the bridge and being like,
walk to the bridge.
like stomping on it.
Just start hitting.
sure,
the bridge.
yeah, we'll try that, and if that
Okay.
doesn't work,
Mhm.
I'll just cast
Do we
Um,
need to roll animal handling?
well, polymorph lasts. Polymorph lasts an hour. What's the average damage the monkey can deal in a turn? What's its okay? Well, first of all, what's its attack bonus?
Its attack bonus is a +9.
And so on average, expecting to roll a 10, it could hit the bridge.
Mhm.
What's its average damage?
3d10 +6. There's
No, well,
average
if you don't roll for it, what's the average damage? It says.
Yeah, but that is not here. It's just his 3d10 +6.
It
There
doesn't
is
say
no-
what it
no.
is. Fuck.
Yeah, that's really weird. But I'm watching it on roll 20,
Big
so.
6.
Let me check.
12.
But I think in on
Eight.
yeah, it's 6
Oh
on
yeah,
10,
for
right?
some reason, on roll 20 it doesn't say. On D&D Beyond, however, it says that the average of its fist attacks is 22 points of damage.
Seems fair.
There's multiple bridges here. Monkey is big enough to destroy them, I'd say, because there's 3 bridges, all have an AC of 16. The smaller bridges, to be able to break them enough that most of it collapses into the river, which is what you guys' plan was. To collapse into the river, you have to deal at least 270 points of damage to the main bridge, and 180 points of damage to each of the side bridges. Considering you do have the monkey for an hour, and it does deal that amount of damage, monkey on its own could, over the course of like 10-15 minutes, destroy both the bridges.
Nice. There are 3 bridges.
Yes. There's one. There's this one wide one. This
Yeah,
is
and
25
then 2
feet
smaller
wide,
ones.
and the smaller ones are 15 feet wide.
Okay.
Can that also
But do you
start
guys
punching
want
them?
your
You can
horses
help.
back?
I will help the monkey.
Yeah. Well, before one sec. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, before you want to destroy the bridge, is there anything you want to do on the opposite side of the river before destroying the
Julian and
bridges?
Hans back.
Okay.
If we get fun.
Then I'd like. Who's helming that? Who's looking for the one? Who's looking for the other?
I'm in for Hans. Sir.
I could take somebody in the cart.
Yeah, I'll
Speed up
look
the
for
process.
Warhorse isn't super fast with a single hit point.
I feel that there's nothing I would say that he. 1 point is enough.
You want to force your
For real?
warhorse to walk
No,
through
I'm
with 1
gonna
hit
heal
point?
him.
Okay.
I'm fine.
It's just like like limping.
It's like really
Oh, that's so
No, he's,
The horse is completely
he's
traumatized.
pushing through it.
Oh.
The man.
Is he or is he?
Yes,
A
he's a
female.
stud.
Is he a stud or a
He's a
stud?
hella Chad. What did you get rid of the deal?
I rolled for the heal a 13.
Okay.
There's 14 hit points.
I'll say over the course of some time with everybody except for Brilliant Utzel helping, who would start destroying some of the bridges. You guys do eventually manage to find those horses in good health. Like one of them was like hanging around near the main plaza there. One was kind of like in a side road, but you do find them. They didn't run off too fast or too far. They ran out of fighting distance. You guys have about 6 hours before the warband seems to arrive. It takes you, as I said, 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes to destroy the bridges properly. For the remaining 45 minutes, Monkey could relatively easy ferry people across to the other side if it's needed, but otherwise you guys would be wise to situate yourself on the western bank.
Not warband side.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Or actually the eastern bank then.
You wanted us to fight the war, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That's what I prepped for. You guys have at that point destroyed the bridges, expending that kind of resource, and luckily that you happen to be back now. Monkey's still ghost-like. Turns, you all find yourselves in Lavender Hill, abandoned, with about 5 hours before the main warband is to arrive.
Fuck. So, Bones.
I'm trying to communicate with you, but it doesn't work. So.
I don't understand Monkey.
Oh yeah, for the purposes of sleeping to get your health back, by the way, Lavender Hill does not count as a proper settlement. For those who weren't here when we explained those rules, we have been working with new exploration rules, which are two relatively simple rules. On a long rest, you don't get any health back. You get half your hit dice back, like normal, and you can spend your hit dice during short rests. But during a long rest, you don't get any hit points back. Also, for those who are spellcasters, you only get your level worth of spell levels back. Meaning you can get two 5th level or half, yeah. Meaning you can get 1 5th level spell, or 5 1st level spells, or 1 2nd and a 3rd level spell. You can divide it up however you want, but only half your level worth of spell slots. Any other resource like key points, you just get all of them, like normal.
Okay.
And Bardic Inspiration?
Also, you just also get all of those back. It's just health and spell slots.
Okay.
And you can also still heal expending spell slots. But that's the travel rules we've been playing with for the past little bit.
That's only...
which continues here.
That's only when we're not sleeping in a proper...
Yeah, well, not even that. If you're going on an expedition, like even if you're traveling between cities, for example, I'm not going to do these rules per se because it's not going to be that bad anyways. But if you guys are heading out into the wildlands or heading into other unexplored territories, then yes.
Right. But Lavender Hill is...
Lavender Hill doesn't count because it's an abandoned...
No,
But there are others which do count, and then we can have...
Yeah, if you go to Pumbleton, if you go to Rainville, if you go to Barbadoo, whatever, you can just... That's normal. If you're traveling over established roads, you just get your hit points back. It's just unexplored wild wilderness that you have to suffer through these...
I wanted to add, Lavender Hill was on the bottom, like next to the wildlands, right?
Yes, the most south end of the river, which is where Lavender Hill is partially built on the coast side, the southern coast. Yeah. Like if you stand on a small bridge on the most south side, you can look out over part of the ocean. Okay. You use these mana potions for a 3rd level and a 4th level. Okay.
I also have a 2nd level, but I still have...
If you guys are there, is there anything you want to do here? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to leave?
We're gonna wait, right?
I want to bring my horse to a safer place.
Mm-hmm. You guys can like set up camp in one of the less destroyed buildings somewhere near this main central road, where you could leave your horses relatively safe.
Yeah, but you see, I want to go a little further.
Yeah, I said near, not next to, but near one of these big roads, so you can still quickly access the main road if you needed to.
Yeah.
What was this is out of the game? What was the plan? Are we gonna stay here and actually try?
Yeah. So your brother, right?
Yeah.
Is gonna come with an army or something, and we are here waiting here to meet him. After that, I don't think we're gonna fight anymore. At least I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm wrong there, but
No, I've been a little bit out of it. I don't remember planning to.
oh, well, you last time you were like really adamant. Fight the war.
I've been always kind of anti-establishment, to be fair.
No, they're very different. No, you're just really
Fighting stuff, but one-on-one. No.
one arm. So
But if you guys want to stay here and wait, through conversation you have had with Angie's brother, something like that?
Yeah, no, I wanna tell you that I'm writing letters, but I have to
Sure.
look up for who. So
Well, before your brother arrives, you guys have about 5 hours to do fuck all before you expect the warband to arrive. If you want to keep a bit of an eye out, you probably want to wait like 4 hours of doing fuck all. But after that, you do know that between Bumbleton, where they currently are, and this Lavender Hill, there is still 2 days of travel for them.
2 days.
2 days. So, is there anything you guys want to do in those 4 hours before you're gonna have to prepare or be ready to at least keep an eye out when the warband arrives?
Well, before we get to that point, I'd like to try if the monkey can stand on its front paws. So on its hands.
In that case, make an acrobatics check with monkey stats.
Yeah, because I'd like to try that since I don't understand anything the other guys are saying, so I'm just goofing around.
Sure.
So it was a athletics or
No, acrobatics,
acrobatics,
which is just a
Okay.
dex thing.
Yep. Natural one. It's a 3.
Over the course
This is great.
Over the course of that time, you destroy a couple more buildings by falling into them attempting this. You do realize Monkey not as dexterous as you had hoped. Before then, at one point, you do manage to almost succeed, and then suddenly your weight completely shifts, and you're small again. And then you continue and you fall.
I almost got it. I say that.
I don't think you would have. See those buildings?
Yeah, okay. You guys got it, it was me, right? Who was the monkey?
That's
Yes.
what Sarah said.
Well, great.
That's what the weird low voice Sarah said.
If we take a short rest, I wouldn't get my.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yes,
let's
you
do
do.
so.
Okay.
I will play.
Or,
Oh,
well,
wait.
you do get 5 levels worth back.
Did we
Also on short rest.
take a short rest before this?
What did we do last time for you?
No, we're gonna take.
You
a
didn't
short
get them
rest
back?
again.
We did a
Yeah, but
different ruling
before
for you,
in
because you're
the
weird.
Previous session.
I don't know what we
Yeah.
did for short rest. I
That's
know
what
that
I
for long
asked.
rest that I just got 5 levels and 1 spell slot, but I don't know what we do for short rest.
Well, if you take a long rest, you also take a short rest at the same time. Like, there's no reason for you not to get your spell slots back then. What I'll say is, because they do change for everybody, I'll change it for you as well a little bit, is for a long rest, you get all of them back, like normal. But for a short rest, you deal with the 5 level stuff.
Can I roll for my additional?
Yes,
die?
roll a d8.
I am really scared for this.
You should be.
I mean, we don't get anything back on a short rest.
On a short rest,
You
no.
reroll it, right?
Except for what you normally get back.
Yeah, no.
A natural 1, you can reroll.
You can roll hit dice, right?
So you get at least 6.
It is another one.
You can reroll.
Reroll 1s. I'm not going to keep anybody out of 1.
It's 3.
There you go.
That's
3.
61, guys.
61?
Yep.
Wow.
That's my new.
That's with your Constitution modifier?
Yep.
And
Wow.
at least you're above 60.
Yeah.
Hey!
I
40
already
points
told you.
less than me.
Aye.
40.
I'm at 104.
30 points. That's exactly 30
43
points.
points then.
Well,
Yeah.
in my defense, I can polymorph, and I have 12 additional temporary hit points, by which I'm actually at 73. So
Alright, well,
69. That's sad.
as said before, you guys have 4 hours worth of downtime, preparation time, 4 hours worth of secured safety. The safety that you know you're going to be fine.
yeah.
In that time, Monkey spends at least the remaining hour to try and do a handstand.
Yeah.
Unsuccessfully, sadly.
After that, when we will have a rest, I will play a song of rest for the
Okay.
ones who want to get hit points back.
I'll make a hot pot as well.
I'll look if there are any good places that I can see the other side of the bridge,
Mhm.
and myself covered,
There aren't many.
like in the houses.
There aren't many like higher up vantage points, so you do have to get close. Either you get to the end of the road and you look down the entire road, and then you have a decent sight. But with your lower perception, it's not going to be great. If you want to be certain and then you would have to get close to like those houses on the battle map
Okay.
that you would have to choose. You also have decent cover. You guys also left up the houses on the other side, which gives them decent cover.
Can I borrow it?
But you guys can keep an eye out as well. Like, you guys will know because it's 5 to 5.5 hours. I only give you 4 hours of safety time, is because then you'll know when they arrive, taking that hour and a half of certainty.
Everyone who wants to have hit points back, you can add 2 from the Song of Rest.
Damn.
No, I didn't
Really
lose any.
much.
No. Well.
But hey, it's 2 hit points.
It's something.
In Utsul's
I'm
case,
also
it's 4.
gonna take
in some cases.
time to attune to the Trident of Element command, a mental command.
Ooh,
Sure.
right, you had that.
I
What
want
does
to
it do?
build, if possible,
Magic, water magic.
if possible, using my carpentry, some barricades where we sort of are like
Sure.
wherever they would come.
So yeah, I mean you can build barricades on this side of the bridges, kind of.
Yeah, essentially.
Sure. There's wood enough here. You can pull old nails out of any of the buildings, so there's materials here. It's all old and you have to look a little bit. But spending those 4 hours, you can create decent fortifications. Like it's a good place for cover, and it will slow them down. But it'll help.
Yeah, I'll help. George.
You guys can just shovel that stuff to a little bit this way. I'm probably not gonna use it, and otherwise I'll set it up again. So you guys can just have a little bit extra space.
That would be nice. Cause I'm
Just push it this direction. It's fine. No, leave the battle mat, but just shovel the other stuff, and then just put your stuff on the battle mat. Yeah, like that. Is there anything specific you guys want? You want to also write letters? You said. Yeah, you can take time here.
No, sure.
Well, we can use the Rod of Forest shelter for the horses if we'd like to.
Last for the next 8 hours. You guys are going to be situated here for 2 days.
Yeah, but
Just so you know.
for the first time.
Hmm?
But
For the
when
long
they
rest,
when they arrive, because now I have the time. It's 10 minutes of casting.
You get your
so-
constitution. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
For short rest, you get your constitution bonus on top of all of your every hit die you expend.
No, I was just saying that right now I have the time to cast that thing.
Have you all done what you wanted to do in those hours?
Yeah.
I'm rolling hit points right now. Everyone can get 5 temporary hit points for my hop top.
Can I scout like a little more upfront and use a horn of the silent alarm?
Mhm.
Then I need to choose one creature who can hear the horns blare.
Well, at the moment, you guys would definitely have Zero's dragon checking ahead. That one will be the first thing to sight any warband presence.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were looking out against at the time that they would be arriving.
Yeah, but before that, I will be praying
Sure.
for like a few hours.
But you guys will be alert when the warband does arrive. So,
I have a question.
yeah,
When I an attack with a net,
yeah.
does that require strength or dexterity?
Normally it's strength, but the special property of that net allows you to just make it a saving throw, and then you don't have to do anything.
Oh right, so I use my action to attack with it, and then in full.
Yeah,
attack
it just
with
does it automatically.
Okay.
But if you want to just use it as a regular net, that's strength.
Release this creature by using a bonus action to make a second.
So, what I want to do
Yeah.
for the 2 days that the warband is there, and that you're waiting, basically goes as follows. A second. Later that day, the Zerash dragon comes back. At one point, Bree uses the alarm. You guys become aware that the warband has entered the opposite side of Lavender Hill.
Can we see them?
No, Bree would eventually see them, but the dragon arrives way before the orcs do. Like, you guys have like 15 minutes or so
Because
before the first orcs would make it to the bridge.
Can I post up in like a higher building to look at.
There's no 2-story buildings here anymore.
All right. Can I post up in a building that's closer to the river with like a window?
Yeah, those
Okay.
those are plenty.
I can just like.
Mm-hmm. Well, the way I want to do this is the warband. Upon realizing that the bridges are destroyed, you guys have had time to find a good hiding spot. They're not suddenly gonna see you, even though some of you don't have great stealth. You guys are relatively hidden on this side of the river, at first. The warband notices that the bridges have been destroyed and that the scouts are dead and gone. Which, you notice infuriates some of the orcs, but they also immediately start working on solutions.
I don't think that's gonna.
I mean, if they were just not there, they were not there.
Yeah.
With the bridges being gone, bodies may not have changed too much.
That's on the
But those 2 days, every now and again, they're going because they can't just make a quick bridge to get across. They have to have enough to get horses and another one, like a bunch of those boars and stuff across. They actually don't have that many horses, but they also have some ogres and such that need to be able to cross. We're going to be doing a skill challenge in which you can participate to try and, on some level, push back the orcs.
I have a
Or
question.
keep them, at least, from crossing.
I have a question.
One sec, we'll get to
I'm
it.
sorry.
You will tell me what you want to use. I'll tell you the DC, then you'll roll. You guys need to get 5 successes before you get 5 failures. If you do rack of 5 failures, you're either forced to face off against the warband or forced to flee because of their sheer amount.
Okay. From what type of material will they be?
Do a wild guess.
Wood.
There you go.
Okay, then I already know.
It's
what
not like they're mining stone.
Yeah, it's
Maybe they just find big chunks of stone and just chop it into the river. I don't know.
no, the river here is too deep for that. But that was a good point, actually. They would have built a dam then, which would have caused flooding, so that would have been other problems. They use wood as a primary resource.
Okay. Because
You also notice that between their ranks, as you do manage to, over the course of this time, spot them, they do have some undead walking around as well, skeletons and such, doing basic work.
I want periodically.
I'm assuming this is part of the skill challenge. You
Yeah.
have a start. Okay, you have a start. Go for
Sorry.
it.
I want to periodically quietly set their fire quietly. Yeah.
Okay.
See like a shot of flame coming.
Yeah. Well, with being a sorcerer, you have ways. Your meta magic allows you to manipulate your magic a little bit. In the grander scheme of a skill challenge, I'll allow you to do so. I would like for you to make, in that case, that's just a spellcasting ability check. So that's just straight charisma. To use your spells to counter them, which that means that nobody else can use charisma spellcasting to hold them back after this.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Then you.
Because we can't
the
copy
two of us.
things. We can't keep doing the same stuff. But you want to do that by setting their
Pile of wood.
yeah, and every now and
Fire.
again, when they're in the buildings, you can cause fires on the other side that causes them to be dispersed. You want to set fires on their side
Yeah.
to distract them from building across.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Oh wait, 1 second. Sorry. DC, I would say, because you have to like subtly cast this and you have to do it consistently. I'll say DC 16.
Okay.
DC 16 straight charisma for you. No proficiency modifier because it's just your spellcasting.
No.
Natural one.
Shit.
No, that's a 7 plus 5.
7 plus 5. That is a failure. Second.
Does anyone know what you can do? What kind of check you want to
No,
make?
because this was the only thing I really thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
So let's discuss.
I was building barricades and things, so I guess I'll just...
Because you started building your barricades already, and it's something you can do on this side of the river. I'll make that as an automatic success.
I have.
I want
two
to do
ideas.
something with athletics.
Mhm.
So maybe either.
You have to come up with what that is. That's...
Yeah, no. So maybe either destroying whatever they're building by chucking things at it.
Mhm. Rocks and stuff, maybe.
Yep, pieces of building, or
People.
Yeet.
it's not gonna be very, very stealthy. But
Nope.
they have arching and shit, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, sure.
Can I?
My
Yeah.
frightful presence. It doesn't say that I can only use it a certain amount of times a day.
It's a once a day, or yeah, once per long rest. For sure.
It doesn't say.
At least it's supposed to be.
Alright. That only lasts for a minute.
If you want to use that to try and intimidate them, like as if there's a big demon on the other side of the river, you can try that.
Yeah, because my other idea was using the trident to cast tidal wave to destroy the bridge. Okay. That's my two ideas. I'm just throwing them on the table.
Yeah.
I could help you with athletics if you want to show them, try to intimidate them.
It would be an intimidation check, right?
Yeah, but those are other things, and you can't help with a skill challenge
No,
to
no,
give
but-
advantage or anything like that.
I would have control water, which could whirlpool from where they're making a bridge, which would destroy the bridge,
You do that.
or at least damage its suspension.
It would be similar to her charisma spellcasting. It would be your wisdom spellcasting, and then nobody could do that anymore.
Could I try to? Because they're gonna send scouts across the river, I assume.
At some points, there are like smaller groups that attempt to cross, especially once they start noticing that you guys exist there.
How? I mean, it's a river. You have ways to cross it that are stealthy.
Not really, and the river is also quite dangerous, so swimming isn't really an option. Sometimes when the bridge gets far enough, they tend to jump.
I mean,
They do seem to seek ways to try and get over.
Yeah, but
Grab some boats, maybe.
there might be scouts. Are they boats?
They would they can make boats.
Can make a bridge together.
Yeah. That's
Or you don't have to make a boat; you can make a raft, and
yeah.
you only have to
exactly.
cross 25 feet. But swimming is just dangerous in this river.
So I could like keep an eye out for any scouts that come across. Try to deal with them.
The only thing I want to think I want to do is play a discouraging song, like performance or something, or
You guys suck.
persuade them that they don't need to do this, or stealthy do something to wreck their bridge.
If I
Because
mean,
those are the best options for me.
I speak Orcish.
Yeah, I don't speak orc, so I don't think singing will get me far.
So maybe I can.
You can sing and I can play.
No, yeah.
I'm swiping.
No, I was
Yeah.
maybe
You
thinking
just stand
about,
like
that, yeah.
about deceiving them.
Yeah, but deception is okay. Yeah. Illusion could. But it's also charisma for me.
Or intimidation.
You can use charisma, just not for spellcasting anymore.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, but that would be a spell for me, minor illusion. So.
I mean, if you can tie that into some other skill, like minor illusion aiding you in the use of a skill,
Yeah.
then that could make your explanation more plausible,
Yeah.
and that could affect the DC that I said.
Can I make it look like we are with a lot of people on this side in this?
How do you want to do that?
Oh, no, exactly. Can I steal your idea?
Sure. I think
Can I,
if you
with my
first
survival skill, can I grab, make rudimentary torches,
Mm-hmm.
act like there's, like a
army on our
huge
side.
army
Yeah.
on the other side of the river?
Nice. Take
Like
some time, I
forage,
think.
forest, like
Maybe I can
bunch
help with
of
that too, with
branches
thinker
and-
tools. Like,
Yeah, but
Well, it's either
Kind of
one or the
help
other.
each
It can't be both.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I like your explanation. I'll add a little bit to it that you could search for elements that will allow you to burn them long enough, because you would have to make it look like the entire town is inhabited almost. Yeah. So you'll have to look a lot, and when the first torch burns out, you're going to have stuff to light that one again. So exactly. it's indeed something you're relatively busy with. So survival in that case could make sense that you find enough resources to do that. It's a good idea. I'll say. Just only convey the idea. It's less direct than setting the fires. So I'll say DC 14 survival.
That's 17.
17, okay. Make it appear.
Can I?
Many.
Sorry.
No, that's totally fine.
Great it worked out like that.
Yeah.
That works. Okay.
Okay. I can also do something with perception.
What do you want to use?
Yeah, that's why I was.
Perception or something.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like look for scouts.
Yeah.
With perception.
Yeah.
That's.
Can I maybe pretend to be? If I hide, that is been captured by this extremely large army that shouts to them, don't choose the other way, don't come here, there were way too many people.
It would be
Okay.
or a deception check.
I have a disguise kit.
I do have to.
It could indeed that okay. I like your idea because that would make kind of like discourage them from building to kind of slow down their process.
And maybe go the other way.
Do the torches help?
The torches make it more plausible, so it's a good building. It doesn't aid in the DC, but it helps convey the idea. Without it, actually, probably the DC would be higher. What skill do you want to use for it?
I thought maybe deception or performance. It's both the same for me.
Yeah, because it's.
Felt your hurt.
I would allow you to use persuasion, performance, or deception for this.
Persuasion.
Up to you.
How
then
high
I'll
is your
choose persuasion because that's
How
plus
high?
plus 9.
I plus 12.
Do you want to use persuasion?
Yeah,
Can
but
you
I
use
don't know how.
The difference is
Help me
you
with
can
this.
yell out in Orcish,
Yeah,
which helps a lot.
that's,
She couldn't
that's
do
a
that.
little bit my thing.
That will affect the DC.
Yeah.
You being able to speak Orcish. I'll say for you to do. You say persuasion.
Yeah.
To do that, to try and halt them down with the help of the torches,
Wait, but
is DC 14 as well.
But I can also do it. I mean, I have the thing.
but you can't.
Universal speech. I
So
can
how many orcs?
targets up to 4 orcs that can hear me.
With Angie, it could be any that can hear them on the other side. So that will you can do it, and you can make the roll. The DC may be higher because of that.
Yeah, but I also have a plus 12 on persuasion.
Do you want to take it? Because then I can use it.
What's the range on that as well? It's important.
Universal speech? I think 60 feet. But I will
Yeah.
check this for you.
Then you can really only target the ones.
Yeah, but I can also target only 4.
They can understand you, but you don't speak Orcish, right?
They can understand me. Yeah.
Yeah, but that means that other orcs would hear you speak what? Halfling? Common? Not Orcish.
Common. I won't speak halfling.
Yeah, no, but
I wouldn't do that.
So what do you want? Do you want to take it or?
the more plausible
Let's just
is
say
the Orcish,
It would
I
be
think.
a real
Yeah.
bummer if it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I'll say it's 14 for Orcish, but because all the other ones. Oh, you rolled.
No. I want to take the bad rolls out.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll say it's 14 for Orcish.
Yeah.
With you, all the other orcs just hearing common.
Yeah.
Would also be. That I don't mean like this. 17, 18.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
I'd say 18 because it's high. Yeah, because that's
Yeah,
what the
go
other
on
ones
then.
hear.
I think I do something with perception or stealth or something. Figuring it out.
Yes.
Yeah, do it. Before I change my mind.
So 14 for
And you
you
need to
because
make
you.
it, honey.
This is why you
Alright.
chose to learn Orcish, so helps out maybe. 14 DC.
14.
14. That's the
Oh, wait,
success.
is it a 14? No, it's a fucking 12.
That's a failure.
Okay. Good luck. Jesus Christ. Seriously?
Just
Well, I
for the
know.
sake of what I would have rolled, 18 plus 12. 30.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll
It's
be
so.
keeping it out of here because Yeah.
Well, George knows what. George knows what she is.
Second.
Because you click torches.
15. 14. Later on Angie's part. Yeah, eventually they do figure it out that it's not an orc. The voice is a little bit too, although it speaks orcish, is a little bit too clean and feminine even for an orcish female.
Stupid noble.
But you and Zira both have an idea.
George.
Okay, that'd be a wisdom check. What was the DC for your spellcasting?
17 or something.
16 or 15 or 16? 16. Then it would be 16 for you as well because it does for the exact same reason.
Oh
so.
no, it was totally 750.
16.
I'm not trying to be sneaky about it.
Okay,
I'm just whenever the bridge is at some progress, I'll just
fuck it up.
fuck
Maybe
it
I
up
can
again.
do that. We sneaky game about.
And it's rather effective, I assume, with a 23.
23. That's a success. That's your third success. Okay. Control water. Alright. You guys have 3 successes and 2 failures. Out of the 5.
Zero has a bit more of an outlandish.
Of course you have.
Richard.
But same idea with spellcasting. But Zero would
Okay.
want to go camp. Invisible.
How would you get her across? That would be another
She
thing.
can fly. So
Okay.
She can fly across.
Invisible.
Okay.
Not at the same time.
Is that somebody casting a spell?
I can
Or
also cast fly, but
because if it's somebody casting a spell, then that's important because you'll have less spell slots at the end of this.
She will have less spell slots.
Okay.
Considering she's casting a spell.
But how can she cast both?
And do it at the same time.
She can cast fly.
She can cast fly.
Okay, then she can fly on her own and then sneak into the other side and then do what?
Well, she wants to see if she can grab any essentials, but mostly want to listen out because the helmet, her language means she can understand it works, right?
Yes.
Great. She'll listen out.
This
She
does sound
can-
more like a stealth thing, however.
a little bit, but she wants to.
Investigate.
She wants to investigate. Essentially, she can
Okay.
steal and read. So it would be a stealth thing, I guess, in a way, but also use spells. Or the alternative is skywrite and try to intimidate it in some way. But
Okay, that would be a completely spell thing. The going in there trying to find essential equipment and maybe intel, that'd be more of an investigation thing. Her spells would allow her to even try it because somebody who doesn't have that couldn't even do that.
you just feel like Zero.
But it would be
Investigate.
that would be an investigation check in that case.
I feel like that. Right, Zero's for me.
So, like somebody who couldn't turn invisible wouldn't even be able to attempt this because it's just unlikely that you can sneak into a camp of orcs. Are on relative high alert after you guys have,
So,
showed that there are people on the other side.
it is possible.
Yes, an investigation check to do that thing is possible. I would say. You have to steal building equipment and stuff like that. So that wouldn't be too hard.
She has a
You know,
portable
she takes
hole.
the hammer that they're
wait, no,
using.
the egg is. Does she have the egg in the portable hole?
Yes, it is completely.
God damn
filled with
it.
portable.
Unless you
She
can
also has
shove
a
things
she
in
also
the
has
portable hole.
she also has a bag of holding. That actually helps better because the portable hole you have to roll
Yeah,
out.
true.
Yeah, she can start
Just
shoving
random
stuff
orc
in
falls
in her bag of holding.
She's just going to.
Yeah,
Steal
which
all
isn't too
tools.
deep into the camp. I'll say that's just a DC 13. That's more doable, especially with all the resources on her hands.
Wait, 7 plus 9, so 16.
16. Okay, that's
Oh,
another
I'm
success.
really so bad about my math.
1 second. Um, Zero. Investigation.
Herself, she'd explain the plan. Everybody would say no, that's too dangerous, and then she does it anyway.
Does it anyway, and it succeeds. It's just like,
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
What the fuck?
Maybe I can
Okay.
intimidate.
4 successes, 2 failures.
I'm gonna try and use my frightful presence, but I'm gonna fly in so I can get in more like closer to the leaders.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
You want to go full on act like you're a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. We go like super high up, so you also.
Big wings.
Yeah.
We need to make little
Oh,
wooden wings.
can I make
Yes.
wings for you?
Yes.
Can I make wings for you?
You have
Little
I also have a
wooden
disguise
wings.
kit.
Yeah.
That would help with that.
Yeah, I have a disguise.
They don't have to be functional wings, luckily.
No.
No, it's just for fun.
Wait, what is the range on?
Yeah, no, that's what Bess would try and do.
Okay. How do you want to go about this exactly?
I will cast fly on myself,
Okay.
and then
Now you're a flying kobold.
Yeah, I'm a flying kobold, and then I'll try and use the frightful like get into like
Anything additional you want to do to that to...
I'm gonna use my disguise kit to make a shitty wing.
Okay.
With like leftover curtains
Mm-hmm.
lying around.
So you want to like fly over the camp. Probably want to stay out of like longbow range and
Yeah.
crossbow range.
So then I do have to get within 30 feet. But 30 feet up.
Well, your skill channels allow you to change those like distances a little. Okay. You don't speak Orcish.
No, but
So
I'm just
how do you
want
wanna-
to scream?
Okay, so you more look like a wyvern, like flying over
Yeah.
constantly. Okay. Okay. That would be intimidation, I'd say.
Which
I'll
I do
say-
have advantage on intimidation checks with the
Because you're expending resources and stuff like that, I'll say it would. I'll say DC 50.
Which die is gonna fail me? You are. That's a 9.
9?
Yeah,
That is not enough.
I said my dice. is
How
gonna fail
many
me.
failures is this?
3,
And how many successes?
4.
You just need one more success.
Do you want to try something? Because I have an idea, but we all know how that's gonna end.
No, I think I want to use stealth or perception in some way. Maybe observe them in some kind of way that we know more about their numbers, about their.
Couldn't you use perception to like alert the spellcasters whenever the bridge is is big enough? Otherwise they'd have to like stay and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You could do something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a way I think perception could work.
How do you want to do it?
You can keep a
Or-
close eye on the enemy and alert the rest of this big army when being built.
Also,
Wait, I have advantage on that intimidation check.
Okay.
That would be an 18 for a 23.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I forgot. I was like, I just said I had advantage before I rolled, and then I got too high and it's like, which die is gonna fail me? And I was like, oh yeah, wait, I have advantage.
Okay. That does succeed.
Otherwise,
fin-
I wanted to intimidate them.
Well, I
Again?
just
Well,
intimidated
yeah,
them.
intimidation
Oh,
would have
yeah.
already been used. Success with a 18 then?
23.
23.
Yeah.
To keep going on that idea, with the Horn of Silent Alarm, you can have been the one in front to keep check on whether they try to cross the bridge or fill the building.
I'd rather have the one.
Hmm?
I'd rather have the one. Wing.
Oh no, yeah.
Because I'm a halfling. Yeah, you get
But
it.
you, with that could have worked, but your in intimidation does succeed. You guys hold them off, and especially halfway into the second day, you notice that their attempts on crossing have slowed down relatively significantly. Partially maybe because they might not have any tools anymore. At one point you do notice them, they start like trying to hammer in with like the side of their axe and stuff. It's kind of weird if Sierra didn't tell you what's happening exactly. She can add if she wants to like 100 nails and two 23
She probably
hammers to her inventory.
5 saws.
I'll come up with a little list for her. She'll probably like that.
just like turns their back inside out. Like,
Yeah.
spills out.
It really fits with the song.
But you manage to keep the orcs away from that side, and their attempts slow down at crossing to the point that you're pretty sure you'll be okay, especially after having suffered through that for 1.5 days, that your brother will arrive before anything major could go wrong.
Okay.
Before that point, Zira's little dragon comes flying back and alerts Zira that there is something coming from the opposite side, from the eastern side.
To our side.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the dragon can't speak, he can't tell you what it is.
Can you ask my brother?
I could also just have Fink fly up. and
Oh,
look
can
around.
you see if it's my brother or?
What does your brother look like?
Not orcish.
I'll
Good
just
question.
send
A
one.
bit like her, but then male.
Like not orcish.
How many days have passed?
You guys have spent
Roughly.
one long rest at the end of the day where we did the combat. Then you spend an entire day and another long rest. It's the day after that. So you had 2 long rests since this last combat.
I actually don't have a description of that.
You have, however, at least once used your 4th level spell to cast that control water.
But I have gained with my spell slots off.
Yeah, because you didn't use any spell slots to do it for the skill check, you're fine.
Okay.
You want to send a message.
Sure.
Okay, what are you sending your message?
Frederick II, this
The
is George
second-
Whalen Jr. of the Soul Forge.
Oh my.
Soul Forge, yeah? That's 11.
Close, are you? Lavender. Oh,
Hill. Hill.
you should call it town.
10.
We're holding off.
We're holding.
We're holding works.
Yeah. You do get a response relatively quickly.
Oh, not the other
Going,
way. I know what it's like.
we're traveling. We should be arriving at Lavender Hill early in the evening.
And what did the dragon, Zero's dragon exactly say?
That there is something coming from the east.
It didn't notify.
It can't talk. It can just notify you that there's something.
And Fink out. No.
Sending things out and looking through him, you eventually see a small group of creatures, including something very large, coming from the east side, traveling towards you. Not nearly the size of the horse that Frederick was probably taking. That's what you spot without bringing Fink dangerously close. That's by just going up and kind of seeing. And they are a little bit away from entering Lavender Hill.
Oh, a small group of creatures, a large creature in between. They're like at the edge of the town.
Orcish?
You're not sure. That would maybe
Don't
bring
sure.
Fink into danger.
He is
Let's assume.
proficient in stealth.
Let's bring him
He's
into
what?
danger.
Stealth.
What do you guys want to do?
Assume they are.
You are, by the way, aware, because you guys never changed it when you slaughtered everybody here. The gate that is, you approached it first time you came to Lavender Hill, then you eventually crawled over the
Oh yeah.
the wall on another end. That gate was still closed since may have been used. You're not sure, but that gate still exists there and has been closed for the time that you guys have been here.
Okay.
But it is still functional.
So stating that, it means there is something between us and what's coming.
Oh, that definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Or it's scouts, or you're not sure, but they're bringing a very big creature with them. But that gate is still functional and is closed at the moment.
We go take a look. Or keep an eye out.
I guess we all keep an eye out and protect that gate.
I mean,
Yeah.
can someone stay?
Let's do, yeah.
You guys have safely enough taken care with the skill check that you don't have to worry them suddenly crossing. Especially with it, so having make sure that it kind of looks like there's a bunch of people here, that being one of your successes.
Yeah.
the chance of them suddenly crossing and invading is small now.
Dragon will keep out. Sure, right, Zilla? Yes.
You already hit her hard.
Okay, then I suggest that we all go to the gate and hide, but where we can.
The gate has a
Yes,
ladder
I have
up.
something
It's 15 feet wide.
I have something for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I think it's 20 feet wide. I'll have to check. It's 20 feet wide. It has a 10-foot gate in it. But only I think only 3 creatures can be on top of it. 3 or 4. They're on top of it. You're going to be outside of the gate?
Not outside.
Inside the gate.
Inside.
On the inside of... Okay.
I'll also be on top.
Yeah, me too.
Well, who's keeping an eye out? Seeing this group approach first.
Who has the best perception?
I think
Definitely me.
Or do you want to send Fink out? I'd have to make it a stealth and then a perception check.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
Then a stealth check for Fink first.
Still, he has advantage on that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 21.
But it is days later, correct?
Yes,
Do we get
you've had
pluses?
only 2 long rests.
2 long, so
Do
you
we
get
get?
10 levels.
So
back.
10 levels worth. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Fink's stealth was what?
21.
That is pretty good.
No, wait, 23 actually.
That's pretty good. Seems to be able to get relatively close without being noticed. Perception.
That's a 7 for a 12.
Well, good enough. Especially you looking through them. The following group is approaching you. 2 orcs, seemingly carrying longbows and short swords. A single orc carrying javelins and a great axe. Another cloaked orc, carrying heavier armor and a shield. No apparent, not too obvious weapon. It's carrying a mace, but not something big like a great axe. As well as, and it's the most noticeable thing of them all, to you unfamiliar, giant. But this time no longer alive, but reanimated. As a large giant skeleton seems to be approaching. Wearing no armor, but wielding this very heavy great club.
Sorry, how many people were?
2 carrying bows, 1 carrying an axe and javelins, another one heavier armor with a mace and a shield, and then a massive.
So there were 5 total.
Yes, 5 creatures,
Okay.
and they seem to be approaching. They are quite a few minutes away from arriving at the gate, and they seem to be at the moment none the wiser.
Okay. Do we already see them?
No, Fink has been scouting ahead.
Okay.
That's why you have a few minutes.
Can I hold action for when we get information?
If you guys want to surprise ambush them, I'll ask you all to make stealth checks. If that's what you want to do.
I do.
If you want to have another approach, then maybe it's different. But depending on what you guys want to do.
see if that would be helpful.
I would like to stealth.
Yeah.
Well, if one person doesn't, the rest doesn't, then it doesn't help at all.
Well,
so.
I have something for that. That's Pass Without Trace, since I have magical secrets.
Okay.
Pass Without Trace.
How long does it last?
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay.
Gains every creature I choose within 30 feet of me has plus 10 bonus to dexterity checks. It can be tracked except by magical means.
That help you all to hide.
Yep.
In that case, I would cast my Celestial Guardian.
You'll already summon him. Okay. Yeah, you guys have time to pre-cast something if you want to.
I'll cast shield.
I'll
Oh,
cast,
not
Shield?
mage armor, sorry.
Mage armor, okay.
I'll cast Pass Without Trace on all of us,
That's a trace.
including Fink and the dragon.
And
Okay.
I'll activate.
Well, the dragon is keeping an eye on the orc warband on the other side of town. But
Yeah, okay, but Fink.
sure.
I'll
In that case, we're going to be taking a break. I'll set up the thing, then we'll roll, and you guys can place yourselves where you want to be.
Yep.
Alright.
Get into that. So, thank you for hanging around. We'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah.
We moeten nog wel wat zien. Nou ja, ik wil wel een trein halen, dus... Wie ga je met Tessa?
Geen idee wie dat is.
Tessa is een van mijn betere studentenvrienden. Wij hebben elkaar leren kennen.
Nice.
Dat is best wel leuk. Ziet er lekker uit. Heb je nou echt gras uitgestrooid hierop?
Nee, dit is vlak. Gras wil je met kapot gaan. Dit is vlak,
Nee,
gedeeltelijk van die miniatuurboompjes heb ik
Maar
het
dat is wel
afgehaald.
los opgedaan, toch?
Gedeeltelijk van de
Niet
natuurboompjes.
sprietje voor sprietje hoor.
Gedeeltelijk zelf gemaakt met zaagsel. En het grootste deel is gewoon normaal touw. Als je het heel klein knipt, dat groen geverfd en dat gesprenkeld.
Net zoals met poedersuiker moet je dan niet...
Nee. Ik heb met een zeefit uitzoek.
Ja.
Terwijl er spraylijnbos in zat.
Wait, het ligt er los op.
Nee, het zit wel relatief vast. Er zit spraylijm en toen heb ik de vlok erop gedaan.
Oh, ja.
Bam!
Nee, maar ik ga morgen met de trein naar Luxemburg, dus...
And be ready with the camera.
Oh,
Basically, I'll wait for you to turn that on. Then we'll go.
Let's see.
hebben we nog steeds die 5 temporary hit points van Itza?
Wait, fuck.
See you on the other side. I can see you tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm actually...
Welcome back, everyone. Second half of session 60, episode 60 of our campaign. 64 of our campaign. As you guys have secured the east side of the bank of Lavender Hill, you have successfully halted the warband until reinforcements would arrive. However, you notice that some of the orcs had left the camp and are now returning with a large reanimate skeletal hill giant, which to those who traveled here before, and everyone except for Bess basically, you may have an idea where that hill giant may have come from. So, first, Hmm?
Perhaps wondering what it is.
bunch of undead halflings. So,
Those were
But-
bad action.
To
Couldn't get back.
there we go. Alright. A little bit. A little more. Yeah, there we go. Alright. This is the gate of Lavender Hill, the eastern gate.
Primordial.
No, this is Lavender Hill now. I made this for way back when. But you are all doing stuff. Who's concentrating on spells? That's important first and foremost. You are?
Pass it out trace.
Bree is concentrating on Pass Out a Trace. You have your Celestial Guardian summoned, so you are concentrating on something. Anybody else already concentrating on something?
Nope.
Anything that needs to be pre-cast?
Yes, mage armor and...
If anything you hadn't told me
Oh,
yet.
no.
Okay. Then, actually, it's easier if... let's see, you're Zira as well as George. It's actually easier to do it this way. You're Angie. Jira. This. Think. And Bree, it would be easier if you guys put it down yourselves.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
Where do you want to be?
well, I said I wanted to be on top.
I wanted to be on top as well.
There's only 2 creatures that can be on top.
Only 2.
Yes.
And then one
Apparently.
on the stairs.
I was in front.
Well, then I want to be on the stairs. If that's okay.
You can place yourselves.
On top of the stairs.
Can I have a flying?
5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet,
Fif-
25 feet.
15, so I can look
I'm
over
gonna
the...
go on top of the. I'm gonna
Do you
jump
think
over
is
it.
Fink already back?
Yeah, Fink could have returned after that. Fink flies faster than these people walk.
And you can dash, so you can get like 80 feet every...
Okay, I didn't know.
This.
There. There.
You're gonna spin it around like that.
Yeah, probably. Make it very easy for me.
Can I
Tunnel.
just keep spitting it? Just-
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Keep
it going.
Can we like?
It's especially easy now that we have a large thing that blocks basically where you guys can see where you are.
Yep.
So.
Well, that helps.
So, before you guys can really take action, these guys will enter onto the battle map just to make it playable. But I'd like for all of you to make stealth checks.
Plus 10.
Plus 10, thanks to Pass Out a Trace.
And I have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage.
And plus
Which
your
didn't-
normal addition.
Yeah, you also get your regular.
I have a.
One sec. I'll ask.
Jesus Christ.
I'll ask them. Everybody roll.
Okay.
So I throw-
Do we only get the plus 10
No.
from
Plus 10 and plus your additional normal thing. Or you just subtract your normal thing.
Yeah, no. It's not that bad.
What'd you get?
38. I have plus 20 and I rolled a.
You have a plus 20.
Yes, because I have plus 10 on my normal stealth and a plus 10 on.
You rolled a
spell,
19.
And I rolled an 18. So
18.
38.
Right. You have. Yeah, okay. 4 plus 4 plus 2. Yeah, makes sense. Alright. 38.
Because of expertise.
Yeah. Bess.
Best rolled a 29.
29. Fink. How the fuck?
12 plus 7 plus 10.
Okay. 12.
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 12.
Rolled a 12
Plus 7.
plus 10. And Fink got a 35.
Okay.
This
Utzel.
32.
32. George.
50.
That's really good for George. Sierra.
A little better.
One sec.
5.
Chain shirt doesn't give you disadvantage, right?
No,
She is wearing a chain shirt that has, by the way, a -1 on its modifier.
but it shouldn't give disadvantage, I think.
Scale mill does, but chain shirt does not. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so her AC, by the way, is down by 1 from what her own rust,
What?
the rust beetles destroyed it. But what did Zara get?
25.
25. And Angie?
Plus 10?
29.
29. What the fuck is yours?
Excuse me.
How did you get that?
I roll an 18.
18 plus 10.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, and
28
plus
plus 1.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you guys got a total with the 7 of you. A 203. Add that up, so 203 divided by the amount of creatures that you are.
7.
Which is 7. It's an average stealth of 29.
Oh, wait, my guardian has to roll as well. Technically.
Yes, your guardian also has to roll. Which could be targeted instead of...
What's at least 27?
27, okay. What? 1 second. 3 plus 27 divided by 8. That brings the average from 29 to 28.75. Which makes all the difference.
Well, 29. Okay.
Where do you want your guardian to be?
Flying up a little bit.
Well, if it
5
goes
feet.
any higher than 10 feet, it's visible above the wall.
But it'll just be 5 feet. It'll just flip.
Behind you?
Yep.
It's 10. It's 5 feet. Okay. You all seem to have relatively successful checks as they seem to be approaching without too much of an issue. Really, the only one they can keep an eye out without being noticed of peeking out is Fink. Like easily, you can just keep looking. As I said, the enemies do have to enter the battlefield for it to become playable. So, eventually the orcs, the hill giant is up front. That's the skeleton. It's the heavily armored orc with the mason shield. That's one with the longbow. This is the one with the great axe. This is the other with the longbow. Because you guys are successfully hidden, you will get a surprise round on.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Any potion, is it a bonus action or
Any potion at any point
Okay.
to bonus action. Alright. In the meantime, all of you roll for initiative.
Yes. Stays the right time.
I'm gonna have to check whether or not this audio is working properly enough.
Oh, oops.
Alright, I'm gonna take initiative like this so I can hear whether or not you guys are loud enough.
Okay.
What? I'm gonna take initiative like this so I can hear whether or not you're loud enough. Because I'm loud enough, but I'm right here.
Yep.
Alright. 25 to 20.
20 for Fink. Every time.
Okay. Works well enough. 20 to 15.
16.
16.
15, sorry.
15 for Angie. 15 to 10.
14.
14 for Bree.
No for Bess.
Bess, sorry. I genuinely thought you were Bree. Bess. 10 to 5.
9 for Bree.
9 for Bree.
6 for George.
6 for George. 0?
3.
3. Okay. Give me 1 second. Do have to turn this one up a little bit more, I think. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Those guys. This one. Alright. Fink was 21, right?
No, 20. 30, 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, and then Utsil was 16?
16, yeah.
Okay. And Angie, you had?
15.
Bess?
14.
Bree?
9.
9. What's your dex?
15. So
Okay.
plus 2.
Okay. Try and fix the mic before the next session. Until then, this works. I'm not supposed to sit down. Alright. There we go. We got all of that. Got the initiative order up and going. Is there any other reason to wait? No. Alright, Fink. What does Fink do?
He's gonna fly so that he's 30 feet of range from something.
Okay, where do you want him to go?
Ten, 20, 30. And then he's 10, 20. Yeah, so he moves there. And then he should be within 30 feet of the big guy.
Yep.
Then he's gonna spit acid at him, so I'm gonna, the big guy's make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20 for 19.
That's Fink's turn.
Okay, after Fink, it is the one in the turn for the one in the back. The one in the
then we have
heavier.
surprise, right?
Oh right, yeah. Go reaction back. So.
Did I have the throwing javelin? I did, right?
Not the lightning one. I don't know if you had any other javelins. If they're not in your inventory, you don't.
No, but I mean, did Zira enhance my javelin?
Pretty sure she did not.
No. Then I will hold my action to jump down if anything gets close and hit it.
You can't hold movement and
That's true.
an action.
I'll hold movement.
Yeah, you can hold. You can hold a dash action to jump off and do what? What's the trigger and what do you do?
Actually, let me think. No, wait. I'll hold my the launch of one of my gauntlets when something gets in range.
Okay. You keep in mind when if something does get in range.
Yeah.
After that, Angie.
Yes. I want to cast Mind Sliver first. Oh wait, no. I just cast Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to reduce a D4 from your attack?
Yeah, I do, but only from the big one.
Then you cast Mind Sliver on him first.
Yeah.
Intelligence save, right?
Yeah.
Super intelligent, I
No,
presume.
Wait.
Mind Sliver is intelligence, right?
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. That is a 11.
No, it doesn't make it. Let's see. 2d6. 7 points of damage.
Yeah. Psychic damage?
Yes.
Okay. 7 points of psychic.
And after that, I will fireball.
Okay. First, the giant saving throw fails with a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then the armored orc succeeds with a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Then the one back there on the right.
Oh, it's level 5, by the way.
Sure. Rolls let's see, pretty good. 18. So this one 18.
Also saves.
This one fails with a 5. This one fails with a 12.
And the big one has to subtract 1d4.
Already failed with
Okay.
a 4, I think. I think that's negative 2. It rolled really low. It failed.
Let me see.
The only one that succeeded is the armored orc and the
Can I
archer
have
with the arrow.
1d6 extra?
1d6.
Yes. Thank you. 12. 20. 30.
Yeah.
39.
By the way, Bree or Bess, start thinking about what you want to do.
30.
You too, actually.
I already know what I want to do.
39, 43, 46.
46.
Points of damage.
Okay, 46 points of fire damage. Okay, the skeleton is looking rough. Then the one with the spear, 46. Okay, then the one with the arrow and shield, 46. Then the arrow and bow succeeded, so 23. Okay, and the armored one also succeeded. There you go. Alright, so you do have to spend a sorcery point for that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two
Yes,
even.
2 even.
But if that's the case, then I want to make 60 feet. Is the
30 feet.
30 feet, sorry. Is there even one?
You're in this space, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No.
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
Unless you want to target Fink. Or you want to move first. You can jump off and run a bit.
But if I jump off, I'll...
Maybe. You would have to make an acrobatics check not to fall prone.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay. After Angie, Bess.
Can I see outside?
No, not currently. You see a wall.
Yeah, and there's no way to see through the wall, I assume.
Unless you have True Sight or something. I don't know. I don't even think True Sight allows you to do that, so no. Unless you have something that can raise you up there.
No, because I was thinking about using Synaptic Static, because it says you have to choose a point within range. Not that you can see.
Then that counts.
Okay. Then I want to cast Synaptic Static, and I am pretty sure I'll get all of them, no matter what.
It's a, 30-foot radius?
No, it's a 20-foot radius. So it's this, but if you do it here, then...
Yeah, 20-foot radius. Yeah, okay, then you can catch all of them. Okay.
Intelligence saving throw.
The giant. It's really stupid. 17.
Oh.
What?
That just...
Rolled really good. I rolled a 19.
Just
Goddamn.
just makes it.
Okay. The one with the armor.
So this my AC, so that makes it, right? Or AC, yeah.
Yeah.
AC.
The one with the armor fails with a 10.
Okay.
The one with the axe, natural 1. The one with the arrow and the bow and arrow in his hands fails with a 9. The other one fails with a 2.
Alright. The
So,
ones that fail, I will...
Only the giant succeeded.
Okay.
You've kind of like used Fink to be able to see exactly where they had and aim it. And then when everybody unleashed, you just do as well.
27 points of psychic damage.
27. Okay,
And
one sec. 27. Let's see. 27. Okay. And 20. Okay. And then half of that is 14. Which brings that one down to 10. Okay, so after that first ball of fire, then you see kind of like the air ripple as you see synaptic static happening. At that, just basically out of the ears and the eyes of two of those orcs, blood just explodes almost as they just straight up die after that. Let's see, this one dies, and this one dies.
The orc still stands?
Yeah, the others are still standing upright.
The giant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It succeeded on its saving throw.
Miraculously.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's also much tankier than the orcs.
Best's turn.
Okay, after Bess, Bree.
Yep.
There's 3 heavily wounded people left. They're all bloodied, by the way.
Yeah. Not as bad.
I'm not sure if Zira gets to do anything.
Let's see.
Well, in between we also have George still, and the construct. Or the angel.
Well, no,
I don't think-
don't want to make that much noise.
No, not before Zira.
No, that's true. But
Yeah, I was gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern, but I'm not sure
You
if
still
I
do
should
that.
do it.
Why
Yeah,
not?
but it's lost its advantage right now, I think. I mean, they're pretty wounded.
Yeah, so can you deal damage from afar?
Not that, no. Yeah, I could do shatter, but then everyone around us knows we're having combat.
I mean, the
Since it's
the
the
fireball
labs.
didn't give it away already.
The fireball.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I would just do it.
I mean, it's also like shatter only is like 300 feet or something.
Wouldn't alert the camp, I'm pretty sure. From here.
Yeah, no. With the size of Lavender Hill,
Okay.
they wouldn't even hear it.
4th level shatter.
Buildings wouldn't carry that.
Yeah, no.
I can cast it within 60 feet. It must be a 10-foot radius sphere.
Do you have to be able to see it?
Because you are up there, which...
No.
No?
No.
Not a point within space you can see?
Nope.
No, okay. This is 10
Since
foot
it's on
radius.
that point, you must make the Constitution saving throw. I would like to do it.
Yeah. You can do it there. If you do it on that point,
Mm-hmm.
then you grab all of them. So, Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
They are better at that.
Mm-hmm.
First, the giant. Almost good, but sucky. 11. Then the armored one. Constitution 11 as well. And the one with the bow. Natural 1. I'm revolting really shit.
Yeah, they're better at those.
This is supposed to be a medium encounter, guys.
Nope. It is not. Not when you have
How high
surprise.
up is the wall?
The wall itself is 10 feet, but this bit is 15 feet.
How much? Yeah. So I have to fly up 15 feet to be able to see it.
If you manage to get up 15 feet, then you can see over it. Because you can have 5. Actually, if you go up 10 feet, you already can see.
They all take 28 points of thunder damage.
This one dies, this one dies, and the skeleton crumbles and dies. Because the skeleton had exactly 28 hit points left.
That's not relevant.
Okay, so that's that.
And I want to use my bonus action to, I'm still gonna do it. To drink one of the mana potions to regain second level spell
Fine.
slot.
Sure, go for it. So, what happens? In a split second, there is...
Before they even
Yeah,
notice us.
they're walking up, suddenly Angie gets up. First, the Mindstaffer nobody really sees, but then a psychic pulse, then the shattering as a thunderous clap just goes there and kind of shakes the earth,
You heard
and all of them
also-
just drop instantly.
George, sit there. Alright, listen up. We're gonna go fly up and it's gonna be so cool. You're gonna rain arrows at
I'm
them.
dead.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Sorry.
I wanted to fight the skeleton.
Yep, they are.
Sorry, I genuinely thought it would be a little bit... Well, that's what it was.
I wanted to jump from here onto the skeleton and hit it.
In that case, George has the celestial pick him up and he's just gonna fly a bit. 'cause-
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you guys successfully ward off the
I thought, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a cool battle map though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it really is.
You should use it more often.
You can like turn around and shit. It's cool.
Making
But is
audio
it-
work
it's not
lasts
all-
longer than that.
It's not.
Don't
I was
do it
just
too
asking.
heavily.
It's not just all stuck to it, right? Only
No. You
the
have to
thing.
do it a little bit careful.
But
Yeah.
we can get super good.
Sure. So,
You should use it
Please-
more often
please
because it's awesome.
vote.
Yeah,
You succeed on this. Is there anything you guys want to do between now and when Frederick will arrive?
How long did it take before you arrived?
It's a little hour. It's like midday right now, like 2-3 p.m. ish. They're arriving early evening, so like 6-7. So you got a couple hours.
Should I try to repair Zero's gear?
Sure. It's tattered, so to repair it with a money cost at a smith would be half price. With your, how do you want to do it with your channel divinity? I'm assuming. What does that say about that? Just says what is
It
actually
would
this?
just cost the amount of materials that requires.
Yeah. So to repair a tattered set of chain is the half of what the new price is. So to repair the armor completely will cost you, or Zira, 25 gold.
Weeks.
Who pays for that?
I'll pay for that, I guess.
Or do you guys want to? Oh yeah, alright.
No.
Sure. I mean,
Rate of town.
so 25 off for George.
Unless I can find metal in this town.
Yeah, there's a bunch of metal. It's old, like, it's not well metal, but it's like from nails and other tools and stuff that have been left behind. There is metal around.
I think
Could I
Sierra
find
stuff.
25 gold worth of metal?
Well, maybe what
Not-
Sierra has in their bag of holding metal.
No, you guys
I mean,
lost
we did have
the.
we lost the fucking vault.
You lost the vault
Sorry.
that disappeared in extra dimensional space.
Wait, what?
Though you guys had a vault in there, which was X amount of pounds of steel, but
I lost
Cherry
the
didn't
data.
keep. Yeah, or you didn't keep track of that well enough, so it's gone now. So you guys, no proper steel, no.
Oh, you used one armor. You used one of your
Well,
tickets.
it was pretty funny
Oh,
to do one vault in just.
Is there a well in the city?
There was one on the main square on the other side of town, but you have access to the river, which, to be fair, this close to the ocean, is salt water.
That doesn't matter. I want to stand in the water and throw the trident and bring it back.
Okay, I'm just saying, the river is like
I'm gonna get a bucket
30,
of water.
40 feet, and then there's orcs. There is orcs on the other side. Do you
Can I
want to
get a
stand in the
bucket-
river?
Can I get a
Wave at
bucket
the
of
orcs.
water somehow?
Make a stealth check. Can turn up the music a little bit, by the
That's
way.
called.
Can turn up the music a little bit.
That's a 25.
Sure, yeah, you can get a bucket of water.
I'm gonna stand with 1 foot in the bucket of water and throw the
That doesn't
trident.
work. Then you throw the trident and it just lands.
I get, it's really disappointing.
If you put in both feet, however,
And it tipped over.
I mean, you're small. With both feet, it would work.
But it's like this uncomfortable, no space.
Alright, assuming
Kinda
you guys
sits on the
don't do
bottom.
anything useful.
Well,
No.
after because the armor repairing will only last an hour.
Yeah.
I would want to look at the material that we salvaged from the fire elemental, which is this armor-esque
You want to identify it.
rock, whatever it was.
If you just look at it, it seems to be in the shape of armor as a part of its upper torso. It could be worn as armor. It is made out of volcanic rock, basalt to be specific. If you want to identify it, however,
Yes.
which I'm assuming that's the only thing you can do past that, which as a ritual you can just do. You find this.
Tectonic half-blade. Armor is perpetually warm to the touch. You have advantage to checks and saving throws to resist the effects of a cold environment. And this is
That might be
half-blade.
very useful.
How much AC is half-blade?
15 plus maximum 2 dex.
And it has an ability, Eruption. When you are hit with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to cause the armor to sprays a spurt of magma at the attacker, dealing an amount of D8 fire damage equal to half your proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
I rounded it up. After this effect has triggered, it can't trigger again until the start of your next turn. In addition, roll a d6. On a 1, the armor goes dark, and this effect can't trigger again until the next dawn. So who uses half-blade? That's medium armor.
Medium armor.
Does Sarah use medium?
But she doesn't
She was. You guys barely managed to get her into the chain shirt.
Right. But this would look really cool, so maybe Sarah would want it. But if somebody else uses medium armor,
know.
I have
Not really.
breastplates, but
Both of you can use medium armor.
I can use
Yeah.
it, but I don't.
this is an option. It's medium armor.
it is pretty cool. It is something for.
Can you put it on Warhorse?
Don't think so.
War horses that needs a specific type of war horse armor. That's 4 times more expensive than regular armor.
It's also a horse that you have
It also has to be
cover.
horse shaped.
Does it require attunement for something?
Doesn't say that.
If it doesn't say it requires attunement, it doesn't require attunement.
Oh, it's rare.
So it's not even
Well,
achievement.
it is pretty cool. Wait, dealing an amount of D8 fire damage equal to half your proficiency bonus rounded up.
Mm-hmm.
2d8.
I'm assuming it says fire damage, otherwise that's a typo.
Yeah,
'Cause it deals
equal to
fire.
half your proficiency bonus rounded up.
An amount of D8 equal to half your proficiency bonus.
So that'll be 2d8.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, if everyone is okay with it, I'd like to have it.
Half plate does give you disadvantages on stealth checks.
Doesn't I don't care because I have a +10 on stealth.
Okay.
So
Just so you know, that's the main downside of half plate.
yeah.
It would boost your AC by 1, I think.
Yeah. I would get a 19.
So, I mean, the lowest you could roll is a 12.
Yeah.
So. Or you have to roll double 1.
No, because she can't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have to roll double ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with disadvantages, if she's lucky, can she re-roll both?
I
If
also-
1 is her highest one,
I also
Yeah.
have this one.
or with disadvantage, no, then if 1 is her lowest one, then
the lucky
yeah.
rabbit's foot. I can also do that. Add another roll.
Yeah, so the chance you'll end up rolling 1 is really low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
So nice. Okay, and I want to put this on
Sure.
for next fight.
Yeah, just write down that you now have that, as well as you have a random breastplate left over.
I mean, you are like a ghostly figure, so.
Spectral figure still.
This does when she puts it on, does the armor immediately become? Is it transferred?
What?
Does
She
the
is-
armor become spectral as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
And
becomes
my-
spectral.
And the breastplate armor stays spectral. Or is
Stays
it-
spectral unless you give it to someone else.
Okay, now I want to keep it unless someone wants to have it, but I was also working
Right.
on a magic item on that. I thought,
Hmm.
yeah, I was. Okay, so I 15 plus 2, so plus another 2 of my shield makes my AC 19.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
No.
Okay. In that
At least
case,
not for me.
in that case, Zira at one point notifies you all that the dragon has spotted something coming towards her again.
Mm-hmm.
With a quick check of Fink, you can now see that is a larger column of individuals carrying lanterns to kind of light up the area around them. You're not sure exactly how many. Those who can like count quickly, Zira would probably be one of them. You can count anywhere between like 400 to 600-ish men, which is significantly less than the orcs, but it is only to defend them from coming. They're not assaulting the orcs. They arrive. Do you guys hide away? Do you guys go out to meet them?
Fireball them as well.
Do that,
Yeah.
you know, you can just go a
Cinematic
full on.
static.
They do kind of like arrive at the gate, and if nobody opens it for them, they might try to knock it down or
What's
otherwise.
the password?
You do that. What do you guys do?
When they arrive, we open the gate.
Okay.
Oh,
A decent group of guards just move in. At first, a superior of them begins to immediately like dish out orders before eventually, about halfway through the column, your brother, riding with his delegation of guards, also arrives, and he's the first one to kind of like veer off to the side with some of his advisors and men to go and greet you. Seeing you all tired from the last bit of day, Bree being spectral, he arrives and dismounts. Eventually comes walking up to you with some of the other people, going, "It is good to see you all have managed to survive. What was that stuff out there? I thought that all the orcs were on the other side of the river."
yeah,
Yeah. So did we.
So did we, yeah. They suddenly came up and we had to deal with them.
It explains a lot. We at one point came across a set of large skeletal remains of creatures, and there was holes where one had left. This explains what that meant. We kind of just veered off to the side from it. But you have held the fort well enough. Is there anything that we should know about the orcs, their current state of affairs?
They're still trying to build a bridge.
Yeah, but it is become a little difficult for them. We broke all the bridges down, and Zira stole a lot of their equipment.
Right.
So, and we've been destroying at least trying to the things they use for the bridges?
That certainly helps, and we will continue that effort. I have brought some magic folk who could help with that, and otherwise I have men that can at least, from a defensive position, we have the advantage if they have to cross the river. So, thank you all for that. I am not planning to stay here myself. We now having seen the current state of being here, and I will want to take a look at the other side of the river before I leave. I can now more easily convince the other members of the council to send more men this direction, because this is disturbing. But we'll have to see what our motives truly are. What's your plan after this?
What is our plan after this?
Let me see. Rainville, Illinois, and yeah,
Those are the
Rainville,
places.
Illinois, and that's the only thing I
We're
would.
on our way to Rainville to gather reward, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you decide to travel there, I am planning on leaving earliest thing next morning. Take a moment of rest after a day of travel, and then go to Rainville myself. You may travel along if you wish, or you can leave earlier if you'd like. I would like to have some time to at least look the other side of the river and really inspect what you're up against. What do you know of the orcs? You said quite a few numbers last time you contacted me about that.
Yeah, maybe it's just better for you to look at how the situation is. Then you'll see. For
You are not aware of its numbers?
Not exactly. It's
Could be 1,000.
it's a lot.
But no
Could
more
be
than that.
More. More coming.
We don't know if they're expanding.
You're right. Very well. I will take a look. Thank you.
And you know, if you want to ask them questions, I might know a little Orcish, so maybe I can help.
We have some interpreters, luckily. And preferably not having any of us stand too close to that riverbank would be the wisest option. I'll go take a look myself. Thank you. He then begins to move. With some of his delegation begins to kind of like go deeper into town. At this point, most of the men and supply carts and stuff have all come along. Most on foot, some cavalry, archers. They seem to have brought building materials as well. And over the course of the next like 30-40 minutes, they already start trying to like extend on the barricades that you made, and improve upon them. So, anything you guys want to do?
Hard to improve perfection.
Do we already want to leave or do we want to wait?
What time is it of the day?
It's currently 6-7ish p.m. So pretty late.
So do we want to sleep first then?
Because we could
Might be
sleep
nice.
here. George would help a little bit in the evening still with
And your brother's just planning on traveling by horseback back to Rainville. And the sooner he can get there, he can send more men here. But you guys can all take a rest here. There will be provided for you better sleeping arrangements than you had for yourselves. There are cots and stuff that they have brought along. You can add another long rest to your stay. And the next morning, on the third day of you guys being in Illinois,
How many
Or in-
hit dice did you get back?
half.
half.
No, we already had like a couple of long rests, right?
Yes, you did. You had 2 before you had this fight.
And I probably have everything.
All of the hot pie we stay for.
That disappears at a long rest.
Yeah. So they're gone.
So let's see.
Yeah, you really needed
So useful. Yeah, it made or break the whole thing.
Yeah, if I didn't have them, I would have been dead.
What?
Those +5.
No.
Well, next time don't eat them then.
Hey, no, I said they were
No,
very useful.
you don't get one. Next time you don't get it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for
We had to make or break it of this fight.
Well, next time you don't get them. Or any of my.
Alright. So, that evening, you all, or the next morning, you meet at one point with Frederick. He comes looking for you again. Going, I have seen enough to know what's going on. My second in command will stay here and hold down the fort. We have people that have a similar capability to George to send messages, so we will be instantly aware if there is something of interest happening here. I myself am planning on traveling back. If you are looking to go towards Rainville yourself, you can travel along with me and my personal guard, if you want.
I mean, not that we need a personal guard, but sure, why not? Yes, let's.
I mean,
let's
technically, we are like your personal guard, if you think about it.
go.
Sort of.
We are, sweetie.
We are guarding. We're all guarding one another, right? Without all of you, we kind of like a. Yeah, you kind of like a guard.
I don't know where this is going. We can leave soon.
Yeah, we can.
If you pack your things, we can leave.
Just trying to pack your ego down a little.
If you were my personal guard, then I would pay you for it, but I don't.
You guys want to travel?
So no.
You guys want to travel by horse?
Yeah.
Because you guys also have the Rainfield teleportation circle if you want to.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you guys forgot or not.
Yes, we forgot because the one who has the teleportation circle didn't say anything.
I also forgot.
Oh. Well, what do you guys want to do?
I prefer to travel by horse. Do it.
Yeah, but that's faster.
That is faster.
I mean, we
Let's
can make
do
sure
that.
that your brother stays safe.
I mean,
Can't he come with?
yeah.
You got, him and some of his men could just step in the 10-foot circle with you guys. Would probably not be able to bring his horse with him, but if you bring this up to him, he would prefer teleporting because the sooner he's back, the sooner he can tell people.
Wrong.
He can tell people that stuff's happening here and there should be more men than there are.
Yeah, so.
But if you guys want to travel by road, you can travel by road.
Yep.
It doesn't cost you a spell slot or components.
Well, I have for 3 times components, so
You tell me.
I can spend 1.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay, so all of you get ready to teleport. Frederick and 4 of his men would like to come along, if that's possible.
If that fits, that's okay.
Little.
Though you notice that one of you is a little uncomfortable with this whole idea.
Yeah.
We'll be alright.
Oh wait, that's the
Why are
thing.
you uncomfortable?
Well, you don't know what might go wrong.
I mean,
Well, the good thing is their horses are not coming along.
you've never.
So we have
been-
certainty that at least
What?
no one is coming with us that we don't want to come with.
No, what if anything goes wrong? Yeah, like getting mutations and stuff.
Wait, what?
That wouldn't be
We,
first.
we've traveled
If
like
I would-
this before.
If I would transmutate you, I would do it by myself and not by any.
No, I'm not
It's
saying
like
you're
you make-
doing it on purpose.
I mean, but
I would do it on purpose, but I would do it
Well, I think
obviously
not, but
and not behind your back.
but we've traveled like this before, and you've never expressed your fear.
I don't know.
Since
I
when
think
are
we
you-
have a choice right now. That's where the hesitation pops up.
I
Yeah.
mean, we've always had a choice.
Yeah, between
Hmm.
dying
There's
or
a
going
reason
away.
that we.
We've got it. We've like paid for stuff like this. Like, be a waste not to use it.
If it makes any difference, I can use whole person on you and then you can't really move.
So you just force me through anyway.
Yeah.
No, fuck. I don't.
You really have a way with people, don't you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like we can just you can hold on to our horse if that makes you feel better.
I'll hold on to my horse. Yeah.
You
I
strong.
mean,
You can also squeeze Fink, but not too hard.
Why not too hard?
Because how many?
Because
How many?
Oh,
is it?
like I'm not gonna.
No,
squeeze
he also
him
has
to death.
spiny hide.
Oh, didn't notice that.
It might poke you a little bit.
That's
I
not
will
very
hold on
nice.
to Warhorse then.
Yeah.
Horus would poke,
You guys
I
wanna...
think.
You might bite.
Yeah.
Right? You guys get ready to teleport into the town hall of Rainville.
Yeah.
Just to see how well you deal with it. Make a wisdom save. Just to kind of see how well you deal with it.
Yeah. Horus is there for you.
Had a D4.
And I'm singing the song "I'll Be There for
10.
You"
10.
from the Red Room.
Not that great. You're not doing
What's
that well.
happening to you?
Hard to get Utzel with you.
Can you explain what you do? So we
Hurting
can get a
Warhorse.
visual.
Well, when Bree's like finishing the sigil, like I was holding on to Warhorse. No, I've changed my mind.
Some people kind of like have to hold Utzel in before the spell takes
Leave me
effect.
alone.
You're not changing your mind.
Hold it still back, I say.
Can you hold person?
Before you want to.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make a wisdom save again.
9.
We're Mr. T'ing you.
So nice.
At that point, Bree finishes the song. The music's the script kind of lays itself down in the familiar circle around yourselves. Before then, the whole thing begins to glow, and as you break the whole person, you arrive in Lavender Hill.
You see, that was not that bad.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever do that again.
It was.
I wouldn't want to force you, but it would be a really big difference if you would travel by.
Shut up.
You said you were gonna go through, you were holding onto Warhorse.
I
and you
changed
were-
my mind.
Yeah, well, that was too late.
I'm genuinely sorry that I had to force you.
I'm not.
Wow.
If you have other business to be, I'm pretty sure the council would like to see you again. There is something we have for you all as a reward for aiding us. We all came out of our illness
That's why we're
relatively well some time ago. So, if you're
Right.
ready, follow us. Frederick and his delegation begin to move. You guys are easily led into the palace this time. You enter into the throne room where there are a lot of courtiers currently present, people that live at the palace. You also have standing around the table currently kind of like some are sitting, some are standing. Most of the council, Lady Davidon is notably absent, but she left whenever she got ill. Serfusher is also present here. Emil is currently there with his relatively young son at the moment who is learning the ropes. They do notice you all coming in, and there's like you have people in here that are servants. There's other aristocrats that are just going about their day to day. People that take note of what happens at court. So there's a decent amount of people within the hall. The skylight once again like illuminating the whole area nicely. And when you all enter, some of you in armor, Frederick and his men in armor, which is a note over some other just nobles that wear their pretty gowns and stuff. So a lot of heads turn. You are directed towards the larger table where Emil, Lord Dathrun, Lord Suton, all the kind of like looking at you as you arrive. All of them in a healthy state. But you hold your quiet for a second as Freddy begins to speak to the rest of the council. I have inspected what is currently happening at Lavender Hill, and the Big Five here did speak the truth. There is a large number of orc encamping on the other side of the riverbed, and we never know how many more may arrive from the wildlands. They seem to be organized this time in bigger groups than we've ever seen them before. The men we currently have there can possibly hold them off. May there be an attack. But to be certain, we should send more if we can spare the hands. Some people looking around, some of them begin to discuss. Emil kind of stepping forward, going, "We have recently only been able to escape from the clutches of war. So, if we not raise a standing army, I will send at least 200 of my own men." With that, some of the other lords begin to chime in. Serfusher kind of like steps up to you, kind of outside of that conversation that the nobles are having, going, I have overlooked their recovery, and they seem to all be well again. What you did to them, well, it saved them. Whatever that thing was in the sewers, it's gone now. I've also inspected what they're planning on giving you, and it's quite impressive. But I think that is up to them. At this point, kind of like some of the servants are being sent out, going to get people, whilst most of the council kind of turns to you all and goes, Emil kind of still being the head of it, kind of takes charge again and goes, Big Five, this is not the first, not even the second, but the third time you have done this country a great service. And we all feel like we are behind on our thanks for this and what you have done previously. We'd like to keep you all close and as honorary advisors. You have access to the court whenever you need it and our ear if you deem it so required. Aside from that, you will all be granted not only a seat of power within the city and respect, but also a residency. For if you feel the need, you may stay within Rainville if you deem so necessary. It is a pre-Civil War establishment and may need some updating, hence we also give you this. And one of the servants that ran out is currently coming back, two of them actually carrying a heavy chest on a horizontal pole that's being put on a table and kind of like pushed forward. This is for you to spend however you seem fit, whether it be working on the place we have granted you or for your own personal benefit. Once you leave, some of our guards will direct you to the building. It is the north side of the city, not too far from the docks. It is private, it is large enough for your group. And having you close, we appreciate your help and hopefully we can call upon your aid whenever it is required. With thanks, we must see to the third problem in a year. Thank you, but we must go. And kind of like most of them begin to like move away. A lot of the like people around now beginning to take note, and some of them beginning to clap for you now getting your recognition and putting a lot of these putting faces to a name. There's also a lot of confusion, considering there's 6 of you.
And we're small.
And most of you are pretty small. There is a bit of like discussion there. But you are...
But that's exactly what we want, right? Confusion. First like, oh, they're small. Oh,
It's deception.
fuck, there's 6 of them.
But as you begin to leave the palace, Serfusher kind of joins up with you, kind of leans in and goes, from the meditation and praying, have you gotten somewhere?
No, actually, no result yet. But you know, I actually wanted to ask you for this. I think it is best if I go to the temple of Pelor. But I am not sure. I mean, I do not know what I'm doing wrong here.
There's never that you're doing wrong. Sometimes it takes long times for whatever gods need to speak to you to actually get there. They work in weird manners. But if you require aid or assistance, and certainly a place of if you want to get as close as you can to Pelor, the temple here in Rainville is a good place to start. I'll come along, and maybe later this afternoon we can go.
You believe in a god?
What did you say?
You believe in a god?
Yeah. I've not been secretive about it. I've actually been praying, like, a lot.
Although, since last time we trained, she has let her religion fall by the wayside.
Yes, so I'm trying to, you know, redeem myself.
Paler, right?
Yes.
I've heard plenty of Paler.
Like, what? Good things, bad things?
Of course. He's a, let's say, a good acquaintance with Moradin. I did that on purpose. Don't you want me to help, or?
I mean, if you offer it, then yes. Because you know, I've a long time ago now, I've had this dream that it was, I don't even quite remember it, but it was bone meal. It was confusing. It was the first ever real dream I had of.
About Paler?
I don't know who, but self-share believes.
All of you had that one for the record.
Yeah.
Way back at the
Yeah.
start of the campaign.
Yeah, I remember. It was
But we
like...
never discussed it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, true.
So I believe that was a sign from, you know, my God trying to tell me something.
I have that every now and then as well.
I just want some guidance, you know, with.
Well, there you go, you got it.
Some things are not that far out of reach.
Not like that, George. But, you know, with my Phoenix heart.
Well, I can also aid in a more literal sense.
Well, if I would like to take you on that offer, yes.
Sure, I think it is good for you to stay more close to your god.
You know, sometimes I'm just very forgetful.
Just a habit you have to teach yourself.
I mean, that's what I've been doing for the past long time, actually, since we've been traveling.
What way have you been doing?
I mean, ever since we left the Watchers, I've been doing it every night, for sure.
And has it yielded results that you hoped for?
No, nothing. So, that's why I believe I may be doing something wrong, or, you know.
Well, I believe expecting results is already perhaps
It's
wrong
not
way of
that I expect results, I just want one reassurance that, you know.
Isn't your magic partially reassurance?
I mean, my magic like can't be really taken away like that, you know. It doesn't quite work like that.
I'm not saying like that. I'm saying your magic is a gift given to you.
That's very true. But the thing is, I want to really know how to use my magic, if you understand.
Well, if you want, I can ask a few questions to Moradin, perhaps bringing some clarity to this question you have. But ultimately, you'll have to find him yourself, like I found Moradin.
No, that's definitely true, and that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Sometimes that's not always done through prayers, also done through different things, like achieving goals that you set for yourself, kind of like impressing your god. I know that sounds petty maybe, but at the end of the day, don't we always do that to get the attention of certain people we want?
I mean, but I'm special.
Perhaps that's where it goes wrong.
I mean,
when you all arrive, you the travel you guys do from the palace, you go down the hill, eventually traveling northward past the docks and up the coast. Eventually, you get outside of the walls in an expanded part of the town. And a little bit outside the walls, near the water where the docks aren't as big as they are in the center, there's a large multi-story building that the guards enter. They have a large bundle of keys that they put down on a table inside. What you walk into is a larger room that has two sets of stairs that seem to go up. A set of stairs that seems to go, or another stair, yeah, they seem to go up as well as down into most likely some type of basement. There's a side room that seems to be a kitchen of some sort. There's multiple tables here on a small podium, almost like a tavern-esque setting.
Ooh.
Where you guys enter into. The large chest is with the pole is set up on one of the tables with a heavy key going. This one is for one of you, depending on.
Has anyone?
Can I push Shira forward because she also keeps the
checked if it's actually gold or like blocks?
Are you this distrustful?
They put the bustle of keys. They put the ring of keys that they use to open up the door with on the table, as well as the larger key that opens up the chest. Those are few. Who opens up the chest?
Let's see what's in that chest.
You dare open up the chest?
Oh no.
Do you dare open up the
I'll
chest?
do it with the sleight of hand check.
I'll just do it.
We'll just do it. Like,
Yeah,
George just
If
goes up there.
no one does it, I'll just do it.
Sure.
As well, yeah.
Make a constitution saving throw.
Well, you're a little hesitant to do it, but you open up the chest, and there's multiple smaller chests that have like boxes, like wine boxes you can slide out the top of, that are filled with neatly stacked bits of gold in sets of 100. In total, there's 7,000 gold in here.
7,000.
You're also given access to this. It currently lacks a name.
Ooh.
That's the building,
Big five.
with some of its features and some of its rules and its map.
Ooh.
the small seven.
We are home.
I claim the basement.
Basically, what it has a basement.
Yes.
It is
No.
No.
It is explained to you by some of the guards. This is an old guild hall, meaning there's basically a tavern-like setting with sleeping places, bathrooms, and a kitchen for like a larger group of people. There's 2 storefronts with their own small storage behind them. There's a basement with a few joint rooms where anybody could access, as well as few private rooms for the larger tower, as well as the extension that comes from that tower are private places with horse stables, as well as a joint dining room and kitchen, and 6 or 7 bedrooms. Not 100% sure about that anymore. Do you also have access to your own piece, stretch of dock on the east side of the building? There's a small dock that houses either 4 dinghies or 2 large sloops, or a large sloop and 2 dinghies, but nothing bigger than that. That's a private dock that can be accessed through a small gate as well.
This is even better than an amulet of health.
Nice.
I really think.
I mean, we'll divide the rooms later, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do that next session then,
Let's
Yeah.
do it next session.
when everybody but Bree is here again. The gold, what do you guys want to do with that? Keep that as a 7,000 separate
Yeah,
bit,
for
or do you guys
now.
want to divvy it up?
I would say for now, and
Okay,
then
we
we'll
could do
discuss.
1,000 each.
Yeah, and then 1,000 body fences.
The guild hall is in working state, but not nice. It doesn't have any.
Yeah,
It only has its basic necessities. Could use a coat of paint, maybe.
We can also just put it all in party funds. And with that money, fix up this place.
Yeah, that is what it was meant for,
Yeah.
right?
I believe so.
Well, it was up to you whether or not you wanted to use that to upgrade this or do something else with it.
I'm not too interested in this building.
This is really.
I'm not ready to settle down,
Oh.
but I'm definitely willing to.
Me neither, but maybe it is best if we like keep it like this for now. I mean, it doesn't hurt anyone from if we have this gold here.
Well, it doesn't hurt. There's some people need something to.
Yeah, we can just.
You can.
But that's why I say maybe it's just better if we do it like in the party funds. And we can always divide it later if it needs. But I don't think anyone really needs it right now. Most of us are fine financial wise, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I think
You have no money. You
I
have
know.
literally no money.
I'm
So
not bothered
these are
by
all
it.
the
Alright.
little.
Those are
Because I'm
meant.
good.
The smaller bedrooms are meant for guild members. The larger
Yeah.
bedrooms are for guild leaders. That's kind of what it's.
Yeah.
The
That's
idea is,
us.
if you want to just knock out some walls and rearrange the whole place, it's also possible. It's all up to you.
Well, I mean.
You can knock the whole thing down and
so
build something new.
It could be a big project.
That sounds too big.
And expensive.
Help my man disclosure wordt het dan. Help my cleric.
Yeah,
is,
no, we'll see how we divide everything.
works on our house.
What I suggest for now we just keep the money like as an extra party fund thing, and we can divide it later if you want.
It is a place to sleep here. It's a place to set your horses.
The dock is
Is
really
this-
nice. If
You have
we-
a dock.
we
You don't have
could
a boat?
actually have a boat that we could use
Yeah.
sometimes, and
Yeah.
You
not
don't
have to
have
store
a.
like at random town, which
Yeah.
we'll scrap it later.
You don't
Like
have a
in the last
boat?
game.
You have
The
like
residual energy.
the boat that Jean has. That's a large sloop, so you can have 2 of those sized boats.
Ooh.
So anything like a galleon is way too big here. It's even a larger sloop. This is like
Yeah.
that's the kind of
We'll
size
have,
what you
like,
can have.
2 galleons.
I mean, you can have boats here and then rent places deeper into the ocean. There you can have the larger ships, and then you use the small ships to ferry yourself in between.
I mean, it's just we could just like put there. No.
I mean, we can also rent this place for people. We can hire.
Now that's a good mindset. We
We could-
refurbish it
we
so
could
that we
make
can
money
rent
out of
it
this.
out.
Exactly.
That's
I
the
mean,
mindset right there.
If you want to turn the guild area into a tavern, it's relatively set for that. That's what it reminds you of the most.
Yeah, but then we still keep the private quarters. for
I'll have to
us
think of
if we ever.
So however you guys want to do
stay
it.
here.
Guess
But
could
we
make
will
this a
discuss
tavern.
it
But
when everyone is.
next
here
session, you and Serfshare and George will go to the Temple of Pelor.
Yeah.
That will be later the afternoon of the
We'll-
afternoon of
the
the
rest.
same day.
We'll go and scout out the.
You guys, yeah, we'll do a little bit of downtime and reveal. You guys probably want to sleep here, so then you can finally restock everything to 100. We will then. I'm pretty sure you guys are planning on going to Illinois, so that's where we'll pick up.
Yes.
You guys do notice, by the way, as the kind of like the chest opens up and Bree's kind of like looking in, she kind of like fades into nothing, disappears, loses connection.
That's strange.
Burp, burp, burp.
For your will not be there next session.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, going through the tunnel.
So I gotta go. Like gets Thanos snapped out of existence,
I'm going to the light.
basically. But with that, that's where we'll pick up next session. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for coming out, whether you did that here or on YouTube later, and suffering through our audio problems. Hopefully that's fixed by next session. With that, thanks for coming out, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.